Arrowhead Mountain spring water right now.
Yeah! Greg is here. DeMarco is on his way. A little good morning football for him as well. Emily roars to you.
Roars.
Buenos dias, Jorge. Welcome back
buenos
after
dias.
First day of school. How'd it go?
It was cool.
It was good?
Second grade.
Is she still running to you after? Like, no, don't leave me, or she loves being there?
She loves us, walking her all the way to the classroom. She just enjoys it. She likes
Great.
her first day of school picture. That's the first thing. She
I
picks
am
out the outfit the
very
night
jealous.
before, and she loves to. I'm ready for my picture now. Like,
Those are the moments
Yeah.
that you do get sad about. Like Riley's 13 and she's going to be 14 in 8th grade.
Is she still affectionate to you?
Yeah.
I know.
No,
I know.
like she goes home and she goes into her room, closes the door, and I don't see her till the end of the weekend.
Okay. Well, you want the good news?
Yeah.
Totally normal.
Yep.
Yeah. The bad news is it sucks.
Yeah.
The bad news
I don't
is
get
you
that anymore.
No, that's the best.
The picture
That is the
every
best.
single
Oh, yeah.
time. Yeah.
And the boys, they get out of it even quicker. So enjoy Maita doing
I
that
like
this
the other good
weekend.
news you gave me the other day. You know what? They come back.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Well, okay, the good news is they come back. The bad news is they come back.
Right.
Yeah. And then they tend to stay as well. How you
when-
feeling, Greg?
I'm feeling good. I was going to ask Em, when did you stop being affectionate towards your dad?
Probably like 8th grade
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And
about
then,
the
like,
same.
through high school, and then came back around in college. Like
Yeah.
end of college was when I kind of realized what my dad did for me and everything like that. Yeah.
Okay. End of college.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
I got about 10 years
Yeah.
before she comes back. Hey, I'll wait.
Well, the good news is the 10 years that you have between now and then, they're pretty awful.
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff where like, I'm doing everything I can for you. Why are you so mad at me? I didn't do anything. All I did was, try to help.
Right. Yeah. Helping is not actually helpful
No, don't
in
help.
any sense
Don't help.
whatsoever.
You getting ready for your Clearman's Galley
I
event
am.
tomorrow? You ready for that?
I'm excited for Clearance Gallia. So,
Yeah.
so Parker Bell is going to come join me. So
Nice.
you got half of the Blue Review, or 2/3 of the Blue Review. That's going to be at Clearance Galley tomorrow. Watching Shohei on the mound
Yeah.
versus the Angels. His first time pitching against the
Yep.
Angels. So that would
Yep.
be pretty cool.
Got
And
a
just
meaningless home run against the Angels last night.
completely meaningless. And then you started feeling like, oh, Max Muncy hits the 3-run. You're like, okay, maybe.
Too little, too late.
Way too
Yeah.
little too late. Let me ask you something about this. And I hope that he's okay. And it was scary when it happened.
The
but
guy that got stuck on the wall?
That got stuck on the wall.
Yeah.
What is he doing? Why in a 7-1 game do you feel like climbing a wall to try and steal a home run that's 15 rows up is a good idea?
Okay.
And I hope he's okay.
I understand your
Yeah.
question, and I understand what you're asking. The fact that there was no scenario in which he catches it is
Right.
what made it really weird.
Right.
That's the part, because it wasn't like, maybe not. He wasn't going to catch the ball. If I'm being generous, I think your instincts take over at some point. That
Right.
you just, maybe you thought you had a chance and you misjudged it or whatever. But yeah, I tend to agree with you.
That was my
that's one of
first
those
thought.
live to fight another day.
Even before he got injured, I was like,
Yeah.
why is he doing this? And then I don't know what he tore, but obviously something's bad. That could ruin him for a year. That
looked bad.
that
Like
looked
whenever they
really
bring out
bad.
that, I'm not trying to be flip when I say it, that piece of cardboard to wrap your leg
Right,
in.
the
That's
stint?
never. Yeah. That looked pretty scary. The Dodgers were bad last night.
Yep.
Full stop. I know Otani hit 42.
Yep,
I know
number
that
42.
Muncy hit another
number
one.
100 at Angel Stadium.
Number 100 at Angel Stadium. He's going to win the MVP again. I think
Yep.
that's a very likely scenario. We talked about it yesterday. He's going to hit 50 home runs again. No one had ever hit 50 home runs. He's going to back-to-back that thing in
Which
his
is
first 2
crazy.
years at Dodger
Silly.
Stadium. He's that talented of a guy. But that was a catastrophe. That was a really ugly night last night. From the jump, literally from the first pitch out of Yamamoto's hand, the Dodgers were behind the 8 ball.
That game belonged on July 18th. It was a typical July game from the Dodgers where they were not patient in the slightest. They were swinging at pitches all up above the zone, below the zone, outside the zone, inside the zone. They were completely held off balance by Soriano, who has not been great, by the way. He's been fine.
Yeah.
But you could have gotten to him. But everything that they were doing looked like what they looked like in July, and that was kind of the problem.
And I know they had a nice little streak at the beginning of July. So But that was against Colorado, Kansas City, and the White Sox.
Right.
It predates that. They haven't been really good if you take out that one little pocket against Colorado, Kansas City, and the White Sox, where you're like, that's a really good team. They haven't looked like a good team in a really long time. I'm going to play a little game with you right now. Okay. The Dodgers have not won 3 games in a row since they swept the Chicago White Sox on July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Wow.
They have not won 3 games in a row in a month and a week. Okay? That's a really long time. Yes or no, the Pittsburgh Pirates have won 3 in a row in that stretch.
I'm assuming you're asking me that, yes, they have.
Yes, they have. The Colorado Rockies, have they won 3 in a row in that stretch?
Actually. They went through a little hot streak.
The Chicago White Sox, have they won 3 in a row in that time?
I'm guessing
yes, they have. The Washington Nationals, have they won 3 in a row?
Good stretches.
The A's, have they won 3 in a row? These are the 5 worst teams in baseball.
Right.
They have won 3 in a row. The Dodgers have not won 3 games in a row
That's
in
crazy.
that window.
That's crazy. And yet they're still in first place, even though it's only a game.
It's only a game, and that means less and less the more we say it.
Of course.
Because it's this idea that, well, they're still, and they are, but they're playing really poorly. And yesterday, I thought Eric Carroll said it on the broadcast last night. I thought it was the right word. You could feel it by the 2nd or 3rd inning.
Yep.
Flat, lifeless, just a really uninspired effort last night.
It almost seemed like when Yamamoto gave up that home run to Zach Neto, and then the next pitch to Shonwell that went right up against the wall.
Felt like that was going too.
That was going to go too. That was it for them. And then you had the umpire whose strike zone was just horrendous. So then Yamamoto's he needs to be low in the zone, and he needs to be able to hit the edges. And if you're not getting those calls low and on the edges, he's not going to be good. And he showed it. And when he had 4 walks and gave up 6 runs and had the home run, they had to intentionally walk Zach Neto. That's a situation.
Well,
he's a good player,
your
but
point,
still.
But look, you're going to make me do a thing I don't want to do. You're going to make me say something nice about the Angels. Zach Neto's really good.
Yeah, no, he's really good. He's not. I don't feel like he's intentionally walk guy.
He might be. He's really good. He's the one guy on that team. If you said you can pick, I'd take him 100 times out of 100 over Trout at this point. Like he did, but Neto is a real major league all-star. Like he's not an all-star because he's on the Angels. He's a real major league all-star.
Yeah, he's a really good player.
Yeah.
It just seemed like okay, this is where we're at right now, that we're intentionally walking. They shouldn't be intentionally walking guys unless it's Aaron Judge. You know what I mean? Like there's only certain guys that you're really going to be doing that. I understand it when you do it to Machado or things like that, but either way, that was a bad game yesterday that just was very frustrating and seemed like old school. Especially after Toronto they were good against Toronto. The whole weekend they were good.
Okay, good. I like what you said. They were good for 2.5 of those games. They were good on Friday. They were good on Saturday. They were good through the first part of Sunday's game. And then through the only reason that game was close is because the Dodgers were given 13 walks. They were handed an opportunity to win the game.
They were patient.
They were patient, but they didn't hit at all. They didn't hit at all through the first 6 innings last night. They were good for Toronto against Toronto for a couple of games, but before that, not very good. Before that, not very good. And the 2 games that were good could be the aberration as opposed to the 8 or 10 or 15 or 30 that have been bad. And I asked Oral this last week. I'm going to ask him again when we see him on Thursday at Legends Attic. Is this just who they are? They are an inconsistent, dangerous team, but not necessarily a really good team that night after what the Dodgers have done basically for 13 years, Greg, and you know this, is they kind of just give you the same thing every night. And if the only way you're going to beat them is by getting over their level.
Right.
Well, you don't have to get over their level right now. They're going to drop down a bunch. Occasionally they'll go above the line. They're just not that consistent, high level, game after game, week after week, month after month, really good baseball team. They're all over the map.
And it really shouldn't be that way because they won the World Series with basically the same team. Teoscar Hernandez is not playing to the same level that he did last year. Tommy Edmonds has been injured and in and out of the lineup all year, so he's not playing to the same level. Mookie has been terrible for most of the year.
2 more hits last night.
He's been great. Actually, for the last...
He was the silver lining again last night.
The last 7 games, he's something like 12 for 22. He's playing very, very well over.
It's the one thing that's like, okay, that's starting to look right.
And so you have guys that are starting to look good. The Shohei, Freddie, Mookie, you have the 3 MVPs are starting to look good again.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith is kind of dropping down, but he's been good for almost the entire year. But it's just the other guys aren't doing it. Then you have guys like Alex Call and Alex Freeland that are not playing well at the bottom of the lineup. And then Pages kind of a little bit up and down.
Yeah.
It's just you have
Plus,
basically
he's been pretty good this year. He's a little cold right now, but he's been
very
good this year.
The fact is, though, you have basically the same team, and you're not playing anything close to what you were doing last year. Right
no,
now.
well, you're getting guys that are, like you said, Edmund is below the line, Hernandez is below the line, Betts is below the line.
Muncy was hurt for a long time.
Whoever is going to play second base on any given night is below the line, whether it's Kim, whether it's Freeland, whether it's Rojas. Like, those guys have just not really been consistently good. Your left fielder is super
horrendous.
below the line. He's had a terrible, terrible season. But, you know, it's funny. I was doing my Locked On Dodgers pod this morning, free and available wherever you get your podcasts. And I did something that I was not expecting to do. I defended him a little bit, simply not defending him.
Okay, I'd love to hear this.
This idea that Conforto, yes, he's been awful, but he's not. The Dodgers aren't losing night after night after night because Conforto's bad. He's bad. I understand, but that he's the top line level of frustration for Dodger fans. It's like, guys, the Dodgers haven't been able to win 3 in a row for a month and a half because of Michael Conforto. It's because of all of them.
No, yes, of course it is. But I think if you can take it out, it's the Conforto piece of it is very frustrating because everybody wanted him to be traded by the trade deadline, but he showed you a little sign of life of a 30-game stretch where he was like, oh, I can hit a home run. I can hit a double. It's a little bit, I'll take a couple of walks. And so they didn't do anything. Instead of going after a guy like Stephen Kwan and using some of your minor league capital, using Conforto in that as well, and getting a guy who's legitimately good in left field, you have control over him for a couple of years. You decided to hold on to this guy who is not a defensive replacement late in games. He's not a pinch hit bat off the bench at the late games. He's not great defensively. He's been terrible offensively. I don't see what his role actually is.
He doesn't have one, and I'm not arguing that at all. My argument is not he's pretty. It's not that, but he's not the problem.
Of course not.
The team is the problem. The level of intensity is the problem. The inconsistency out of the bullpen, the injuries in the rotation, the inconsistencies in their offense, it's all of it. I feel like he gets a disproportionate amount of ire because he's been as bad as he has. But if everyone else were just doing what they were supposed to do and Conforto was doing exactly this, they would not be in this position.
No, of course not. And I'm not saying that he is the main reason but it is a point of frustration with this team.
All right, the Freeway Series is on, as we mentioned. Arrowhead Mountain Springwater and ESPN LA hosting the ultimate watch party tomorrow at Clearman's Galley in San Gabriel. They'll be there at 6 o'clock. You can throw on your gear, hang out with the crew, enter to win tickets and more at the Freeway Series watch party. Greg will be there at Clearman's Galley along with Parker, you mentioned.
Yep, Parker Bell's going to come meet me. Yep.
Parker will be there, presented by Arrowhead Mountain Springwater, the official water of Major League Baseball. There was something that happened at the end of the 6th inning last night that I want to get your take on because it really surprised me that they did what they did. That's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco. DeMarco will be in a minute on 710 ESPN.
And first pitch.
This is the Arrowhead Mountain Springwater first pitch on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Arrowhead Mountain Springwater. Nothing else. More of first pitch next on 710.
For ESPN LA contest rules, go to ESPNLA.com and click the contest button.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace. If you've been in an accident, people will give you all kinds of advice, like just take the first offer. You don't need a lawyer. But Jacob and Ronnie's got one simple message for you. Do it for you. It's on his new billboard over LA. This isn't about anybody else's opinion. It's about your recovery, your medical bills, your future. Jacob and his team handle everything, from getting your car fixed to helping you find the right doctor to making sure the insurance companies take your case seriously. You deserve somebody who will fight for what's That's right, and Jacob does that every single time. When you call an attorney, you want one who is respected, call Jacob. He's the real deal. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember, call Jacob.com. Jacob, proud partner of the Rams, the Lakers, and LAFC.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium one beverage drink, like our tangy passion fruit lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. Only at Waba Grill.
Everyone knows Earl Hershiser has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Earl, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states.
Hot damn! Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real fruit tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. This is the Arrowhead Mountain Springwater First Pitch with Greg Bergman, talking all things boys in blue and the Halos. Arrowhead Mountain Springwater, nothing else. Let's get back to First Pitch right now on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710.
Let the record reflect that we are 17 minutes and 36 seconds into the show, and I have not fallen so far today.
Good job.
So this is an accomplishment for me.
Honestly, I hope you're okay, but that was very funny watching the video over and over and over and over again.
I mean, it happened. I'm not going to pretend that it didn't happen. I didn't get enough butt on the seat.
Yeah, it happens.
That's what it was. So it wasn't just that I missed, which the miss was the impetus for the tip. You got to miss to get the tip, is what it was. I got a very small portion of the right cheek on the seat.
Yeah.
And then the cheek tipped the chair forward, and that's when everything came down.
You can't stop yourself mid-fall.
I tried to hold on to the desk, and I realized that if I was hanging by my fingertips on a cliff, I would die. Like I do not have the grip strength to hold on to.
Like
the
you're in
edge of the cliff.
cliffhanger where you just have the one hand.
Yeah, like I would be just, see you later. I just let go and fall in the bottom of the gorge.
I'm pretty sure Parker is going to be playing this on the YouTube stream just about right now, as he was yesterday.
Yeah, look, it happened. I would like to pretend that it didn't, but it
at
did.
least you're owning it. Good for you. Good for you for owning it.
Is it normal that your back should hurt for 3 weeks for no reason? Is that normal?
No, that's a bad thing. Maybe it's time for some PT.
We're getting closer.
Yeah.
I got an appointment, and we're gonna go get squared away.
It's not like an epidural type thing will help?
Did that. I didn't get an epidural. I got a shot in my back. I got a Toradol shot.
What about an amoral or mortal chamber?
Yeah, like Matthew Stafford. Well, apparently that doesn't work either because he's still not practicing. At least he wasn't yesterday.
Is that concerning to you?
Yes.
Okay.
McVay said yesterday
Yeah.
when asked about if he'd be ready to play Week 1, he said, "I don't know."
Oh,
and that's the first time I've heard. I mean, he expanded on "I don't know." But it was the first time we heard McVay not be sure he'd play Week 1.
He'll be ready for Week 1. If today were a game day, he'd be able to go. And how many different times have we heard and not just with the Rams and with Stafford, but so many, he'll be fine when, and then the when finally arrives, and it's like, he's still not quite where we want him to be.
Yeah, and he's saying, I don't know when that time is going to be. So I asked Mason about this last week. How many games can Stafford miss for you to feel like they can still make the playoffs and have damage?
More than you might think. I bet you he could miss 5 or 6 or 7 and they could still make it.
7?
Sure. Because
games.
Here's the thing.
They're going to go 0-7.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
No.
Jimmy Garoppolo's not good.
That's That is spoken like a Raider fan who has PTSD from Jimmy Garoppolo. And it's not a Jimmy Garoppolo. The Raiders have been bad for 30 years. Jimmy Garoppolo was many people were good before and good after their Raider times. I believe Jimmy Garoppolo falls into that category.
So I think there's also they do have a good defense, but Jorge, back me up here a little bit. Jimmy G was there too. I know that he went far into the playoffs, but he's not leading you to victories.
Super Bowl. Let's just say that.
Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl.
I'm not
that
saying
was from the defense for sure.
Yeah, but he went to the Super Bowl when he was in New England. He lost 0 games, and that's my point.
Maybe it is a Raider.
He can go through. I'm not saying he's going to be the reason they win a bunch of games, but I don't think he'll be the reason they lose a bunch of games. You've got Devontae Adams, you've got Puka Nacua, you've got Kyron Williams, you've got a new tight end, you've got a really good defense. That is not we've got no chance because we're playing a quarterback that is probably the 23rd or 4th best guy in the league, 30th best guy in the league. That's not a death sentence.
And he probably is one of the better backup quarterbacks.
He's the best.
He might be. He might be the best backup quarterback. So there's that part. I don't think Devontae Adams signed up to have Jimmy G be his quarterback again.
Don't get me wrong. It's not an ideal situation, but I also don't think it's a hole in the side of the boat that
he has no long game. He won't be able to get the ball to
push
Jimmy
the ball
G.
down the field. That's
a huge part of Devontae Adams' game.
No, it's not great, but if Stafford is there,
7 games is a lot.
If they go 4-3 in those 7 games, or even 3-4, you're still very much in it.
And then if you go 2-5, then now you're getting into those other situations.
They were 3-6 with Stafford last year and made it.
Yeah, sure. And if Stafford does come back, hopefully he comes back way before all of that. But I think it's just something to.
We'll talk more about that when the big guy gets in here in a couple of minutes.
Anyway.
Did you have a problem with the Dodgers last night at the end of the 6th inning, basically giving up?
The punting?
Yeah, because it was 7-0.
Yeah.
It's a situation where you're exceptionally unlikely to win. But to me, it was just close enough to where, you know what, they did load the bases the next inning.
Yep.
I know they didn't score, but
Alex Freeland grounded into a 1-2-3 double play.
It was not great. I understand, but when you have a team that's got Shohei Ohtani and Mookie's coming around and Max Muncy and Will Smith, some guys that can do damage that. While 7 runs is a lot, it's not totally out of the. If it had been the 8th inning or something, sure. Unless he's Freddie it an inning early to me that they ran up the white flag there.
It did, but I also kind of understand it. They were swinging at absolutely everything and just completely held off balance. And then and Marcus made this point on the Blue Review this morning that. You have Sheehan coming up today, and then Shohei coming up the next day. So you're going to have to use your bullpen in those 2 games, probably pretty heavily. And now that Yamamoto's not going as deep as you would have liked him to, so now you're looking at using more of your bullpen pieces is basically saving your bullpen for today and tomorrow.
Okay.
And so I understand it. As soon as you get Alexis Diaz in the game, I really feel like you're kind of like, okay, we're just going to
whatever happens is going to happen.
If he gets us out of it, awesome. If he doesn't, okay.
I hear that, and I don't even necessarily disagree with that. That's fine. I just think that we've entered the point of the season, and we've entered the point of the NL West race where, you know what? You're going to have to start to care about how these games end. You're going to have to start to care about the results. And this idea of, well, we need to be healthy at some future date. We need to protect somebody for some future date. They got a 1-game lead in the division. They can't beat the Angels. They're 0-4 against the Angels this year. And quite frankly, the Angels are not the worst team in baseball. But if anybody could blow a 7-run lead, the Angel bullpen is
100%.
Certainly capable of doing that. And to just do it when they did it, I thought was a little surprising because they're going to have to start to win some games at some point. They're playing like 375 baseball over the last month. That's near the bottom of the entire major leagues.
The whole thing is absolutely terrible, but it's going to come down to what they do in these next 6 games against the Padres. They got 3 this weekend and 3 coming up pretty soon. That's going to decide the division. Whoever wins those 2 series is if they win.
If he
blows away,
impact,
it'll put a huge impact.
If you lose 2 out of 3 to the Angels, or God forbid you lose them all. They got 4 with the Rockies come up. Let's say you split there, you only win a couple.
I hate that ballpark so much.
My point is that the Padres games are the most important ones. I agree with you.
You got to win the other ones.
What the Dodgers have been so good at for a decade plus now, they just pound bad teams.
Yep.
They just pound. The Angels are below 500 again. They can't beat them. They just finished the Cardinals. They couldn't beat them. Like they're playing series against teams that aren't real strong, and they still are finding a way to not win the series, to split the series, to give away games they should probably win. And that was another one last night. It's just like, at some point, like, hey, we're going to be good later. Are we sure?
Yeah, we hope so. You have the team to do it, and we've said it so many times that all of these guys are starting to come around. The top of your lineup looks good again.
It does.
That's a huge portion of all of that. They just need a couple other guys in the bullpen to kind of come around. I totally understand why you're asking that. I did not like the fact that they punted by taking out Pages, taking out Freddie.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of understand in that situation. I did not like it in the slightest.
If you had a 5-game lead, it doesn't cross my mind. If this is in May, it doesn't cross my mind. You got a 1-game lead in the middle of August, it crosses my mind.
I think it was a situation where they're like, okay, this game is now done. We just have to put this one behind us. We need to save the best of our bullpen for the next 2 days.
All right.
So because we have to win those 2 games, we have to win this series going into the Padres series.
Let me throw this at you, too, because I think this kind of goes together with what we were just talking about, specifically, let's be good later. Let's be healthy later. Let's make sure we got this when it cuts to October. Do you maybe think about giving Yamamoto a little breather? Because in his last 6 starts, he's had 3 really good ones and 3 really bad ones. Like, he's in 6 starts, he's had 1 he didn't get out of the first inning. Yesterday, he had arguably the worst start of his career.
Most runs ever and most walks ever.
Yeah, he's had 3 starts of his last 6 have gone really sideways relatively quickly. The other 3 have been really good. So it's not like they've been all bad, but we saw what he was when they brought him back off the IL last year towards the end, and he was integral to what they did in the postseason. Game 5 against the Padres, Game 2 in the World Series. Like, he was terrific, and he's still one of your best guys. Do you put him on ice for a couple of weeks?
So I think there's an argument for that, but he got his start moved back. They moved Glasnow
all the more
up
reason.
And that was the 8 days of rest that he had going into that start, and he still did it. And a lot of it, especially in that first inning, was getting squeezed, giving up the home run.
Though,
yeah,
man.
that happens. You can't blame the umpires. It changed his whole game plan because he couldn't pitch low.
He wasn't getting squeezed on the first pitch of the game.
No,
it was in the
got
seats.
blasted in this first pitch of the game, and the second pitch also. But either way, yes, I like the fact that he is sustaining his health through this entire season. I think that's a very big portion.
If
of all
I
of this.
told you in April, hey, by the way, we're going to be in the middle of August, and Yamamoto's going to have taken his turn every single time, would you have believed me?
No,
me neither.
Yeah,
and that's why I think that right now it's and look, it's great, good to him for being as durable as he's been, but we need him at his best a month from now. And if you gave him 2-3 weeks to just kind of decompress and get right again, I don't know if that's a terrible idea.
It's not a terrible idea. I just don't know if they can afford to do it because they need his arm out there. Because in his last, you said the last 6, but in his last 4 starts, he's given up 2. Besides yesterday, he had given up 2 earned runs and 30 strikeouts in his last 24 innings. So he's actually been really, really good over his last 4 starts. He just is not getting the wins.
You're cutting off the 2 other ones that he was lousy.
Sure, I just looked at the last 4 when I did it last night.
His last 6, 3 good, 3 bad.
Yeah. Well, one of the 3 that you're talking about, he gave up 1 earned run, and it was 3 runs that went through.
But he wasn't able to get out of situations, which he typically is, and it's
he still had 30 strikeouts in his last 4 starts.
When he's on, he's really good. I just would like him to be on slightly more frequently than he is.
Hey, what's up, DeMarco?
We're talking about Yamamoto.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
I thought you were talking about me. No,
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Yes. What happened to him?
How was football?
Would you like some?
Yes,
Arrowhead?
8 days off and you lose it?
He was
8
pretty
days
lousy
off
last
and you
night.
lose your touch.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was pretty lousy last night.
It was a bad game.
He's been inconsistent the last 6 starts.
I
He's
still
had 3
trust him.
good, 3 bad.
Yeah, I trust him as much as I trust this chair. Not you.
I trust his competitiveness. I trust his desire. I don't know if I trust his zip, his acumen, his ability to be as fresh as possible. He just looks, when he's off by a lot all of a sudden.
I don't know if the rest is going to help him. I probably would not sit him. We can't afford to do it right now. You just don't have the pieces in place, and you need starters that are going to go deep to not have as much pain in the back of the bullpen.
But if he were the only guy that were winning, I would agree with you. But all of them are hit and miss at this point.
Yeah.
How old is that
Snell
shirt
was
you're
good.
wearing?
Not very.
Why does it look so big on you? Did you lose more weight?
No, this one fits.
No,
one
that
fits.
looks huge
Stand up.
on you.
Stand up. It doesn't look huge.
It looks huge.
No, that fits.
Okay, now that you stand up.
Yeah, no,
okay,
that
when
fits.
you bunch
That looks
up.
good.
Okay, like right there, like I was worried about you. Like, what's going on? Okay.
I don't think I have anything going on. I don't know. Now, now maybe need to go get
that looks like one of the newer shirts.
This is like maybe my newest shirt.
Is that what it is?
This may
Okay.
be the one that is the newest in the art. This may have been one of the purchases after I needed to win the bet.
Oh, okay.
This may have been
Nice.
where I had to go buy some additional
Jeans.
Game winner.
Are you interested in jeans? Remember that lady?
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I
Jeans
got
lady.
jeans. Yeah, well, but I got some jeans at Lady. That's why I got to
don't
get
want
my
your jeans.
No.
Nick from Nordstrom. She hooked me up.
Oh, nice.
She's my girl.
Might
She was
wanna
great.
Work in some neck bridges. I'm just saying. Never mind. Let's go. Sorry.
It's ours is already open.
Came in
boy.
swinging. Oh, really?
Oh,
There we go.
boy.
There we go.
There you go.
All right, and first pitch is brought to you by Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, nothing else.
You can join me and DeMarco. We'll be broadcasting live this Thursday. That's the 14th, 9 to noon. Legends Attic in Claremont. It is the biggest autograph signing so far. All-star catcher and World Series champ, two-time World Series champ, Will Smith, plus Oral will be there. Oral Hershiser, special guests, giveaways, art by Dave Hobrick. So get your tickets right now, legendsattic.com. Don't miss it. It is this Thursday, August 14th at Legends Attic in Claremont, presented by Fanatics. I want to hear all about Good Morning Football. It's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show
Hey,
continues.
John Ireland here for Thrive Cybersecurity. We all know in sports that defense wins games and turnovers kill you. That's also true in business. The truth is 1/3 of businesses will unwittingly turn over their sensitive company data to thieves this year. Don't let that happen to you. Remember this website, thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Thrive starts with a comprehensive cyber risk assessment. Their security analysts identify gaps and deliver proactive solutions to help keep your network healthy and protected. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Get ready. Visit thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Play defense, use Thrive, and protect your business.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
You have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning again today?
Yes, earlier. Yesterday, I got up at 2:15, and I wasn't rushed, but I couldn't get the whole walk in.
You're still walking before work even at that time?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. So I couldn't get the whole walk in, and today I got up earlier and got the whole walk in.
What time did you roll out?
I got up at 2. I got outside by 2:20.
Okay.
Came back by 3:20 because there's a 3:30, production call.
Yeah.
Right. So I had to make it back.
Why can't you just shift the workout to the afternoon?
I told you, man, if I don't get it in the morning, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Yeah.
I respect the discipline. I got to be honest. That's commitment.
Once I eat, done.
All bets
Workouts are over. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, hat tip to you for understanding that and understanding if you don't, because if I'm getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll do it later. Even if I don't do it later, I'm still not getting up at 1 thing.
I got to have it, man. I got to clear that mind. That's the other one. Clear your mind, your ass will follow.
How was the show?
Show was fun. It was really cool. Laila Ali, that's why I was late today. Laila Ali came on at the end, so we interviewed her. She's got something called Celebrity Chef Grudge Match.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
I know a lot about Laila Ali exclusively from her appearances on Cooking TV.
Yes.
She's on it a lot.
So this is a grudge match. Like, these chefs don't like each other. Like, it's legit. And they talk trash.
Okay.
Back and forth. And it's like surrounded by a cage. So it's like combat cooking.
Combat cooking.
Sure. So she's hosting that. So we talked to her. A lot of talk about Matthew Stafford today. It seems like they just caught up, like, this whole back thing. But the longer it goes, the more serious it gets. Is that fair?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, because this has been going on for a while.
It's just kicking the can down the road. Eventually, it means something.
Yes.
And I don't know exactly when it is, but it's gone from, I think everything's going to be okay to, we think everything's going to be okay? Just the tone of the question has changed.
So I went back to the last 2 playoff games, versus Minnesota in Arizona, and then Philadelphia, just to watch him go about his business and how they played him. So he did roll out. He's very quick with his release, a lot of torque on his back. He throws off platform a lot because he's got that arm talent. So that's what I worry about. It's not him getting hit, getting smashed. Every quarterback, like Anthony Richardson, took one to the chops. The only thing you did was dislocate his pinky. These guys are tough and they're wearing pads.
Sure.
I just worry about the torque he puts on his body. And, like yesterday, if you tweak it, you're done for the day. Or altered for the day, and that could be the difference between a win and a loss. But that's what scares me.
The part that's scary, I agree with you, is they hit the accelerator in that workout for the first time in a while, I'm assuming, right? He had not been practicing. We'd not heard any other reports about him out there throwing. Maybe he did lightly here and there to just kind of see how it feels.
Yeah.
But the first time they kind of sort of pushed it a little bit, and the report was, we tried every throw. We were throwing, all the routes that we would expect, and we kind of sort of went for it, and then immediately had to shut it down again. That gives me something other than a great deal of confidence. That's something.
I like vintage cars. Do you like vintage cars? I do. I'd be a collector, but every now and then you run into a problem. Something breaks, and they don't have parts for it anymore.
Right.
You can't special order it. You have to fabricate
it.
You have
to make it.
Right. So if he gets through this year, and let's say he has no problems with the back, so when he goes into the Hall of Fame, this will be the group of people he thanks. I want to thank the trainers. I want to thank the strength coaches for keeping me upright and healthy all through the year, because this is going to be something he manages. So that was number one. Number two, I thought this was also great, and they were bringing up Shedeur again, and he led off the show again, Shedeur Sanders. So the question was, should the Browns, or which team should start their rookie quarterback? Should the Giants start Dart, or should the Browns start Shedeur? I picked Shedeur should start for the Browns. Why not get the future started? It's Flacco. He's 40 years old. He's a story, but he doesn't have the career of Russell Wilson. I think Russell Wilson has earned the right to start.
What's the difference?
10-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion, just the cachet of it, the resume of it.
Flacco won the Super Bowl.
Right.
Flacco's been in the league 20 years.
I did. And he's younger, like I said. I think Russell, you at least have to respect him and give him the right to start to see how he does. Flacco, not so much for me. I would just go ahead and get it started in Cleveland and let Russell do what he has to do. I think nature will take over anyway. At some point, Jackson Dart's going to wind up starting for them.
That's why I think the answer is both. If I can pick both, I choose both. If I have to have one or the other, then who's the better coach, who's got a better roster. There's some other things that I would want to kind of figure out. But if I can pick both, give me both.
True.
Because to your point, he's going to play.
Right.
Dart's going to be do it now.
Well,
because Russell, they're not going to unless something extraordinarily odd happens. Neither one of those teams are going to go to the playoffs. Neither one of those teams are going to be in the mix. So let's would you rather have Jackson Dart with 10 games of experience or 17?
Okay,
well,
so
17 for me.
So here's the thing, right? Okay, so when you're talking about value, not just the person, this will be hard for people that are in the Shedeur Sanders entourage.
Okay.
Is that the good one to say?
Okay.
A boat, whatever, entourage. Would you rather risk a 5th rounder flaming out, getting blasted out, or a 1st rounder?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So if it doesn't work out with Shedeur, all I've lost is a 5th round pick. If it doesn't work with Jackson Dart, I'm right back into the same thing again.
That's true.
So I would rather let Russell take some lumps, stay out there, let him learn, and put him out there when he's ready.
Makes
Shedeur,
sense.
trot him out.
I know that you're accurate. You're right that Shedeur Sanders was a 5th round pick, and that's the value that they spent. The money that they spent was a 5th round pick. Okay. But if he flames out, it's going to have an impact greater than, I know it didn't, but just the noise, the talk, the conversation, the time spent discussing him is way more than your average 5th round guy.
It's
like
weird.
If Dylan Gabriel were your 5th round guy,
Right.
and Shedeur, would they take Gabriel? I think in the 3rd round.
Yes.
Like if you just flip flop those two guys, and Gabriel was like, "Yeah, this doesn't work. Get rid of him." Everybody go. Okay.
All right.
Like
I know.
we wouldn't even. It would be on the crawl, and that's about it.
And
we wouldn't even talk.
If
about
I was in Cleveland, that's how I would start every press conference.
Yeah.
5th round pick,
Yeah.
Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
Just remember what we're talking about here. Not just just 5th round pick, Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah. What else you guys get into?
Let's see. We had some name guys too. So there's some funny names in the National Football League, and there were a few receivers. One for the Chargers, number 38. He's 6'4", 238 pounds, or something like big kid, and he's wearing number 38 at receiver.
Yeah, that doesn't look right.
Yeah, and there's one in Baltimore who's wearing number 41.
No, 38 and 41, you're either defensive back or a linebacker.
Or you're not going to be here long
or
enough.
an old running back from like the 70s, right? Where you could be number 44 and be Chuck Foreman.
See, if you gave me 44 at receiver, I think I would keep it. I would try to make 44 hot at receiver.
44, that's a linebacker.
It looks nasty, doesn't it?
Yeah, or a fullback should be number 44.
It doesn't look right. Yeah, I know. Doesn't look right at all, but I would try to make it second.
It's so funny you say that because I totally get what you're saying. Like it's like me and single-digit pitchers. Like you can't do that. That looks ridiculous.
Right.
And the question is, why does it look ridiculous? I can't tell you why, but it does.
Yes, yes. That's funny. What number are you? I'm 64. Ugh.
Yeah, 64. What are you, a guard, a center? Like maybe you're a nose tackle?
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a linebacker at
That's a
64?
weird deal. That is a weird deal. The Far Side is coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's DeMarco Farr. You can play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, Southern California's premier resort casino experience. Why get yourself stuck in traffic when you can be at the best casino resort in Southern California in less than 1 hour? I mean, telling you, the oasis awaits. Pechanga gives all guests the amenities they expect of a world-class resort, exceptional entertainment, dining, spa, and golf, and let's not forget round-the-clock gaming excitement. The immense casino floor, the 1,100 hotel rooms and suites, so bachelorettes parties, they've got you covered. Suites, the spa, the golf course, 20 bars and restaurants. Really, you'll never get tired of eating there. It's great stuff. It makes Pechanga one of the largest resort casinos in the country. So come see why readers of Newsweek and USA Today have voted Pechanga Resort Casino the best casino outside of Las Vegas. So if your idea of entertainment is lounging poolside like me, or you're a guy that likes to put a great bet on blackjack, Pechanga Resort Casino is waiting for you right now, waiting for us. Visit Pechanga.com or call this number, 888-PECHANGA. That's 888-PECHANGA to book a reservation or for more info. Also, follow them on Instagram at Pechanga Casino. Up-to-the-minute news and information. See you at the pool.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah, tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes. LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Discover Big League Hydration with Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, delivering refreshment all season long.
Sourced from carefully selected springs right here in the West, Arrowhead is crisp, refreshing, and complete with naturally occurring minerals. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, the official water of Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. Because with the highest cargo box volume in its class, customizable features, and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds, it gets the job done. You just have to get in the seat. Learn more at your John Deere dealer or visit johndeere.com/GatorXUV.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into the land of shadow and substance, of things and ideas you've crossed over into the far side.
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far
Let's
side.
Go.
It is the middle ground between light and shadow.
Do you know what helped?
4 or 5 hour ride.
I jumped in the ocean. It helped.
Between science and superstition.
I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel fast. I want to feel naked out there.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. The far side.
Talking to Laila Ali brought back a lot of memories. Her husband is Curtis Conway.
Right.
We have history. We have history going back to high school. And it's one of those things I am still mad about. Like, I am legitimately pissed off about it.
Okay.
Really. And if I see him, we will go round and round. Now, I love Seaway. I do. We have made up 1,000 times, but it still bothers me. So in 1989, you've heard of the Shrine Game.
Uh-huh.
So the East-West is the college game. The North-South is the
Blue-Gray.
No, not the. That's the other one. That's in Montgomery, Alabama. This is high school.
Oh, okay.
So the high school Shrine Game is North versus South. So Northern California versus Southern California. So there's always been this thing about Northern California football versus Southern California football and who has the best. So the rule was, or the saying was, you get your quarterbacks and O-linemen from the north because we're smarter. You get the speed from down here.
Okay.
And I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
So we took that mentality down here to do battle, and we played at Angel Stadium. This is 1989. So we battled. We were losing. They had way more talent. I think they had at least 10 or 12 guys that were going D1. We had like 5 or 6, including me. So they had way more talent than we did. And a dude named Perry Klein. If you're fans of high school football, he was the guy. Russell White was the other one.
Oh, okay.
Remember Russell White?
Went to Cal, sure. Crespi High School.
High school celebrities.
Yeah.
That team was loaded.
He was
we
a
weren't.
Prop 28 kid, if memory serves, or whatever, 48, or
Prop
whatever
48.
the number. No, yeah, proposition something where you had to get the minimum test score. You
Prop
were
48,
ineligible.
okay, figure this out, right? Prop 48 athlete, but still went to Cal. How did that work? How do you go from Prop 48
I know
to
exactly
Cal?
how it works. But
exactly.
Yes.
They told me there'd be no math.
Yeah.
Right, that guy. So anyway, we're playing the game at the A, and they're beating us, and the game is absolutely over. And I think they're up by 2 scores.
Curtis Conway was a high school quarterback, right?
He was, and he was a receiver. He was Travis Hunter.
Okay.
In this game.
Okay.
Except he actually played quarterback, receiver, and DB.
He's a 3-way guy.
Right.
Okay.
I'd never seen speed like this before in my life, so it was just tough sledding. So anyway, the game is over. This guy, Perry Klein, is at quarterback, and we all hated the dude because he was a celeb. He was worse than Marinovich as far as, like, that name.
Okay.
So Perry walks up, and we're like, Perry, it's like 6 seconds or whatever it is, and like, Perry, what's up? Are you taking a knee? He goes, yeah, we're taking a knee. Game's over. So we unsnap the helmets. We're talking to people like, man, it's going to be good. I'll see you in the pro ranks, all this stuff. He snaps the football, fakes a knee, drops back, and throws a bomb to Curtis Conway to add insult to injury.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Right. So I'm looking. I got 2 choices. I'm mad at both of them. Now, Conway's 80 yards away.
You're not catching him.
Klein's right here. Right. So I chased this dude all around the end zone, and people are trying to, get me to stop. I am just that furious. So I carried that with me forever. When he was at SC.
Did Perry Klein play in college?
Perry Klein played. He bounced around a lot.
Okay.
I think he went to Cal first.
It sounds familiar.
Washed out and went to CW Post.
Okay.
Right. He still had a name recognition. So I was begging, please let this dude be the Cal quarterback because I'm going to smash you because never got a chance to hit him. And Curtis Conway was obviously at USC, and they played him some at quarterback but mostly at receiver, so I never got my lick back. I finally got my lick back when he was in Chicago. And it was like one of the latest hits ever. Like he had been down for a good, the whistle had blown, the echo was dead, and then I just dropped an elbow.
You know what's funny?
Right.
Like you are a very kind, warm, open individual, but my goodness, do you carry grudges?
You didn't have to do that.
You
didn't have to do
I'm
that,
not
Travis.
saying that what they did was right. It wasn't.
Yes.
That is very Bush. That is a Bush League play, to use the baseball vernacular. But to carry that around for as long as you do, that is your choice.
To this day, it's the only head coach. And I do this for every game. Every game I've ever been in. I always shake the opposing head coach's hand.
Yeah.
Not him.
That time?
Not him, because he called it.
I know why Perry Klein sounded familiar to me. I just Googled him. He was the quarterback at Palisades High School.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the kid.
That's where I remember.
Isn't Palisades a high-dollar area?
It is.
High-dollar area, and he was good and arrogant. He
Yeah.
was that guy. Oh, my God, I was going to tear his face off. Oh, goodness. Let me get my hands on you.
Did you bring it up with Laila today?
I did. So we're getting ready to talk to Laila, and I said, I love your husband.
Yeah.
But you're lucky he's not here with you because we would go right now. I'd flip this table over. I'm still mad about
so
that.
good.
Yes. I can still hear the announcer. Klein going to Conway.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm not your Washington Generals.
How many points were they ahead by at that point?
At least 10.
Yeah.
2-score game in 6 seconds, and they got the ball.
And they have the ball.
All they have to do is take an game over. Yeah. I'm not your Washington Generals.
Did you get any recipes from Laila? I know she's
did
on all the
not.
cooking shows. She's on all the cooking shows.
Are you boxing? You were into boxing. So she keeps mentioning that she has had offers to come back and fight.
How old is she?
I'm not sure, but she's well past prime, so to speak. But between 50
47.
and 47, 15 and 20 million bucks to come back and fight. And she mentioned every other female boxer but the one that's challenging her, that's trying to get her out of retirement. It's Clarissa Shields, who is the greatest woman boxer of all time. Yeah, so that fight may happen. I don't want to see. I do want to see it, but I don't want to see it. She's 47. I don't want to see that fight.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's like Paul and Tyson again. No, I don't want to see that.
I want to watch her on Beat Bobby Flay, which is where I saw her most recently. And
Right.
she was great at it. She's very charming. She knows what she's great on TV.
But if somebody offered you $25 to take a butt, $25 million to take a butt whooping, would you?
Yes.
Me too. And I think, and she can fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can protect herself. So if they offer her something stupid, take the fight. But I don't want to see it.
That's just to be perfectly clear, it would take a lot less than $25 million to get me to do that. You could cut it in half, and I'm still a super quick yes. You could cut it by fourths, and I'm still probably.
I'll let you jab me for $25K. How about that?
Yeah, look, you can. I'll go in there. I'll train. I'll do the best I can, but know that I'm going to get absolutely demolished for anything that's got 2 commas. I'm in the ring.
I heard you. First thing that lands, I'm done.
Yeah.
The Far Side powered by Highlands Leg Cramps and Highlands Leg Cramps PM. Get reliable leg cramp relief fast. Yeah, first punch, I'm out. You didn't have to say how long I have to stay in here.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's where it gets more complicated. If you said to me, let's pick a number that I would literally, if you said to me, I'll give you a couple $1 million.
A couple to fight who? Do I have to, like a legit fighter? I'll give you Jake Paul.
A professional fighter might kill me.
I'll give you Jake Paul. How about that? He's a pseudo-professional, $2 million.
For $2 million. And I would train and I would get in the ring and do that.
Right.
But if you said to me, you have to last at least 4 or 5 rounds, I don't think I could. Or if I did, I would take such a beating. I don't know if I could have the money be useful to me at that point. We're gonna have to jack it up at that point.
I mean, how many fouls do you get to commit before they throw you out? Because I'd tackle him. I grab him.
I would be so close.
Right.
But if they said, look, if you go to sleep before the end of the 3rd round, you get $100 grand.
Oh, right.
I'm like, well, I'm not doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But she's nice. She is so nice and so sweet, and I can't wait to see the show. 9 p.m. I think it airs tonight on the Food Network.
Yeah.
Is that the right? Yeah,
That's where it is.
I can't.
Yeah.
Celebrity chef grudge
DeMarco,
match.
Let me just tell you this.
Yeah.
There is nothing on the Food Network that I am not aware of.
You really watch that network. You really do. You pick up recipes or techniques or both.
More techniques than recipes, but it's also entertaining to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I watch it virtually every day.
Are you guys Food Network people?
Yeah.
Right here and there.
Yeah.
Not if I catch it on, like if I'm flipping and
Yeah.
it's there, then
I watch
I've
it.
never turned it on in my life.
Yeah, I watch it virtually every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like a flyover state. I just keep passing by.
No. So to me, I turn on the TV. I'm a DirecTV customer. 206, ESPN. What's on? Okay, do I want that or not? Then I flip through to 207, 8, 9. Those are all the ESPN sister
Work
channels.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Nope. Then I jump to 213, MLB channel.
Ah,
right.
okay.
What, do they have a game? Do they have a Fernando documentary? Nope. Okay. 212, maybe because the America's Game, NFL Network.
Yes.
Okay, if I got something there, I'll watch that. If not, 231, Food Network.
You even got the numbers down.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at
No,
you.
it's the same rotation I use every single time.
Right.
And Saturday and Sunday morning, when I get up first thing, it's the first place I go.
Nice.
Because they're making breakfast stuff, and sometimes I like to be inspired. Oh, is that easy to make hollandaise in a blender?
You changed my life. I need to watch this for breakfast. Yes, I'm running out of stuff to make.
Poached eggs sound good. A little hollandaise. Yeah, over toast. A little bacon on the side.
How do you like that? Poached eggs and hollandaise.
Oh,
That does not taste good.
Here's what it is.
What?
It's a poached egg.
Yes.
It has a nice runny yolk.
Yes.
But it's not enough, so we're going to add like 10 more yolks in the form of hollandaise sauce and dump it on the top.
You like that?
That sounds pretty
That
good.
sounds good to you? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
A little hot sauce, a little toast to mop it all up.
And you're done.
Forget about it.
Give me number
Coffee?
one, eggs
Oh.
and bacon
No,
and some
that's good, too.
some hash browns. If I'm feeling
Well, see,
squirrely, give me some pancakes.
Hash browns, you can spread them out and put the egg in the hollandaise. It soaks. It's just like a sponge. Get
I
all
need
the
to
egg
check
yolk.
out this Food
So
Network.
tell me why yesterday, I guess, there's cameras that they sell now that you can clip onto your hat, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
So there's a video that I was caught watching. It's this guy he's a cook, clearly like a breakfast joint. So like I worked at the Denny's, so I know what it's like flipping those eggs and the hash browns and all that stuff. But he had the hat, the little camera on the hat, and he's busy flipping the eggs and making omelets and putting the potatoes and just, I don't know, something about the video. Like I know the process it's like when it's busy.
Yeah.
But it's just, I watched it from beginning to the end. It's just this guy flipping eggs and bacon and potatoes and serving it, bro. It was-
One of my favorite things to watch on TV is to watch people cook because I'm like, oh, that's how you do that.
Yes,
Oh,
that normal.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can do that. Yeah, I can do that.
I thought I wanted to be like a cook or a chef until I actually went back there.
It's really hard work.
Woo, my God.
It's really hard work.
Bro, and that
Yeah.
chef, the chef ain't playing around.
No. They're dictators.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, that is I love watching that. My Instagram feed is like 4 things. It's Dodger highlights, it's baseball cards, golf, and food.
You can live off that.
Yeah.
Can you crack an egg with one hand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is
Who
that
can't
hard?
crack an egg
I'm
with
just
one
saying, I'm
hand?
just asking. People can, I guess.
Yeah.
Who can't crack an
I
egg
don't
with
know.
both
Just
hands?
so you-
No. You said just crack it. You didn't say good or
Well, no,
like
I'm
there's
saying
not going to be
crack
shells
it
in
and,
it.
like,
Of
We can
course
throw
I
it
can.
against the wall. You just squeeze- Yeah.
Like on a pan or whatever.
No, absolutely. Can you? One hand?
Yeah.
You can one hand an egg.
Yeah.
You have an egg back there? You got to prove that.
Oh, come on, man. That's easy.
It's not hard.
You got to prove
Wait,
that.
you can't do it?
Heck no, I can't one hand an egg.
Oh,
No,
see.
no. I think I tried twice and that's it. Yeah, what's the point?
Oh, look, I'm not saying that it's the best way to do it, but I can do it.
Okay, I need to see that.
The part
Videotape yourself doing it and show me.
You got
Okay.
it. But sometimes that little triangular piece of shell will go into the egg and it'll slice the yolk on the way
Oh, I
out.
hate
And
that.
now I got a
I hate
broken
that.
yolk. And
I
I
have
hate
no idea
that.
what you're talking
Now you have
about.
to make it scrambled.
Yeah, right now, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Parker, we should make this a challenge. If you can crack an egg with one hand, send your
I'll
Why
picture.
not
send
just
my
use
video
two and you
tonight.
save the egg? Come on.
Do that too. All right, Bill Belichick getting ready for his first game in college football, and somebody said that this is actually a perfect position for Coach Belichick. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Hey, John Ireland here for Thrive Cybersecurity. We all know in sports that defense wins games and turnovers kill you. That's also true in business. The truth is 1/3 of businesses will unwittingly turn over their sensitive company data to thieves this year. Don't let that happen to you. Remember this website, thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Thrive starts with a comprehensive cyber risk assessment. Their security analysts identify gaps and deliver proactive solutions to help keep your network healthy and protected. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Get ready. Visit thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Play defense, use Thrive, and protect your business.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Coming up today at 3 p.m.
We had this big company-wide meeting. I was on Teams. Most people were here, but I was driving up, so I was on Teams. So I took my phone and I put it between my legs.
Oh, Jesus.
And I had no camera on and I had no audio on. And the phone is pointing up at me, okay? And I am picking my nose, man. I got my pinky in this side, my finger in, I am picking my nose, dude. I'm pulling things out of, cornflakes are coming out of my nose, bro.
Why do you keep saying
that? Because that's what they look like. And then all of a sudden, I look down at my phone, and I don't know if my leg accidentally touched the camera.
I don't remember seeing that.
People are watching me pick my nose from my phone that is in my seat, and I am picking, bro. But no one has commented to me today, like, hey, Cap, your camera was accidentally on. You were really
now you told
deep.
everybody. But I don't remember us seeing it.
My finger.
We got it.
I'm like 3 inches all up in it.
Sedano and Cap on 710. The fun way to drive home.
Sedano and Cap. 710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
I don't think you'd gotten here. It was right before you got here, in fact, today. You were doing Good Morning Football this morning. I congratulated myself on getting this far into the show without falling. So we're now over an hour and 2 minutes into the show today, and I have not fallen.
Okay, so a guy we both know and love. You told me to say hello to him.
Puma.
Yeah. Puma listens to the show.
Okay.
Puma has a message for you.
Uh-oh.
Go see a chiropractor.
Puma, you're killing me.
Go see a chiropractor. Take care of your back.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. I have my order of operations. You want them?
Yes, go ahead.
Doc in the box. Urgent care, right?
Okay.
Where you can just go and see somebody right away and hopefully get some sort of medication that will take the edge off, right? Tried that. Worked a little bit, but we're back to kind of where we started. Step 2 is orthopedist, which is this week, hopefully. And if that doesn't work, then maybe chiropractor.
Okay.
So far, I haven't had to get to step 3. I've had success at step 2 every time, at least. So we'll see.
Do you think an orthopedist will refer you to a chiropractor? I thought they were both in competition.
They probably not, but that doesn't mean I won't go. Like if I go to the orthopedist and they can't alleviate the problem, then I will try something else.
Seems like they're going to suggest surgery.
They might.
Okay.
It doesn't mean I'll do it.
Okay.
I will. That will be my last resort.
You trust Puma, right? Puma.
Yeah, I like Puma.
Has
I don't
your
know.
best interest at heart.
I will say this, though. I do not know about Puma's medical credentials.
Okay.
So while I love him and he's a great guy, that does not nudge me over the goal line.
What would his title be?
Floor manager,
stage manager,
floor manager. Yeah.
He's worked in LA for how long? Forever. He knows everybody. He's one of the greatest people alive.
He really
Everybody
is.
loves Puma.
I haven't seen him in years.
Oh, really?
Really, a really long time.
You'd never know it by how he talks about it.
And I feel the same way about him.
Yes, there you go.
I really do. He was one of the first guys. He and I met. He was the floor manager on Roma's birthday.
Yes.
And
yeah.
so that's how we got to know each other. And I had not known him. And like, he's one of those guys instantly, like, I really like this guy.
Yes.
Like, just very quickly, very open heart.
That's where I got the 10-100 from. Have you heard that?
No.
So if you're talent and when you go to break, if you have to go to the restroom, you have to tell them, like, which one it is. So there's 10-100 and 10-200. 1 and 2.
Oh.
Right. So that's where I got the 10-100. I have to go 10-100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got it from Puma. Yes.
I've never heard that before.
Right.
I like that. I'm going to start using that at home. Yo, Sue, 10, like, what's, it's 10 the minutes? Like, I need 10 minutes?
I don't know what 10-100.
Because I'm going to need like a 40-200.
Like, what's your 10?
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Yes.
10's not enough.
And the last thing you want is Puma coming to find you. We're coming back.
And look, if I'm in the middle of something, I'm in the middle of something. You can shoot around me.
There's nothing I can do. Yes.
I don't know what to tell you. Fantasy football fans, this is your moment. ESPN LA Fantasy Draft is back at Hollywood Park Casino Thursday, the 28th of August, with Sedano and Cap live at 3 o'clock. The draft kicking off at 6 o'clock. Reserve your league of 8 right now at ESPNLA.com or join the single-team wait list if you do not have a full league. Prizes all season long thanks to Hollywood Park Casino, Park Party, and Play.
So the Dodgers' lead is down to skin of teeth.
One game.
Skin of teeth.
That's like that's barely even skin of teeth. You know, skin of teeth to me is like 3.
Do you have any delusions of grandeur that the Padres aren't going to catch you?
Well, they might catch them. I still think the Dodgers are going to win the division.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't mean they won't drop below them at some point before we get to the end. I believe the Dodgers will win the division, but I am far less strident in saying that than I was even 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And not just because the gap has gotten smaller, which it has, but it's the way they're playing.
The Dodgers?
Yeah, the Padres are playing really well.
Okay.
But it's I'm not worried about a team playing really well because the Dodgers firing on all cylinders, they're going to beat just about everybody.
Yes, right.
So it's not hey, we can't get to the Padres level. We can't get to Milwaukee's level. We can't get to Chicago's level or Philadelphia. Or it's not that. It's you're not even at your own level.
Right.
They just looked last night. Did you get a chance to watch last night?
Yeah, that's
flat as a pancake.
Dying to figure out how could you be so flat. This is what I meant about playing up and down to your competition.
You're right.
This is what's scaring me. And it's going to frustrate you because they're not going to look great against teams they should beat and then look like world beaters against good teams.
What's crazy to Marco, and you're right, they have not, but I don't want to say it's their secret sauce because it's not a secret, but what the Dodgers have been really good at, and not just last year or the year before, for like basically a dozen years, they pound bad teams.
Uh-huh.
They pound bad teams. They never, their line never moved. Their line just sat up here. And to beat them, you needed to get over that line.
Mm-hmm.
They never dropped down to another level. They weren't giving you an A+ and a C+ and a D and an A. They were just, here's an A every day. Either get over it or don't, but we're going to give you an A every day. And now they're all over the map.
As the hunted, I have no doubts they feasted on the weak.
Yeah.
As the hunter, they feasted on the weak. As the hunted, I bet for guys like Mookie, Shohei, Max Muncy, even Doc, it seems like this has been one long season.
Yeah.
Like last season and this season have been combined.
You said it. I stole your line the other day on my Locked on Dodgers podcast that I'm going to get it mostly right. You said we basically won the Super Bowl and the next day was training camp.
Uh-huh.
It happened that quickly. And there's something going on with this group that I can't put my finger on, that I don't think they can put their finger on or they would fix it.
Yeah.
They just have not been able to look sharp and crisp and plugged in and present for an extended period of time.
You believe in the light switch theory? Because usually it happens with good teams. Because this is where it's bad now because you may drop below the Padres and you'll be second place in the division for a while. But it does bode well because when it turns to October, you're going to flip that switch.
Do I believe that it's possible to flip the switch? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Would I count on it? Absolutely not.
With this team, I might.
I would not.
Yeah?
It's just, I'm a big believer in 6 months of being average means you're probably average. You know,
True.
Now, it doesn't mean you can't be good for 2 weeks. It can happen, and maybe that's, kind of where you shift it. Hey, look, just get in and see what happens. That's what, the Padres and the Diamondbacks and these other teams, just get in and, all we need to have is a good week and we can beat anybody, which is true. But the Dodgers never really looked at it like that. And we asked Oral last week, is this just who they are? And he said, I don't think so. And I don't think so either. But each day that goes by that they look like this, it's more and more likely that is true.
True. But I don't think a World Series, a back-to-back World Series or a World Series this year is dependent on them winning the division.
I don't either.
I think you can win from the wild card.
They absolutely can.
So I think this is just human nature.
Yeah.
Let's just get this heap into the postseason, and then we can flip the switch and become Superman again.
The problem with that is they've developed habits that I had not seen from Dodger teams in a very long time. Sloppy things. Running when you shouldn't run, throwing to the wrong base, bad routes in the outfield, non-competitive at-bats in competitive situations. It's just those are things that they really have not done for a very long time or did them very infrequently.
Yeah.
And they do them kind of sort of regular now.
Okay, so the Shohei thing, getting thrown out at third with Freddie at the plate.
Yeah.
That's a no-no.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first time we heard that's a stupid play by Otani.
It was.
Right. It was.
Yeah.
It's reprehensible, and I'm sure it'll never happen again. But are you doing it because you thought you had it, or you feel like you need to get something started?
Probably a little both.
A little pressing. You know what I mean? If you're pressing, that's a problem.
Okay. But
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I wouldn't hate to see right now? A little bit of pressing. Because last night it was like, They looked like they didn't show up last night. There was nothing crisp and tight and competitive about that. And like in football, for instance, and correct me if I'm wrong here, I would think that the emotional component of football, the physical component of football, where, you know what, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to run through a brick wall. I'm going to hammer that guy. That's useful. You in baseball, that doesn't really help you all that much.
Right.
That physical.
Yeah.
But they need to have some mental equivalent of that. They need to have some spiritual equivalent of, okay, enough of this garbage. We need to tighten this up. And I thought that maybe the first couple of games against the Blue Jays were that. And then, fast forward, the second half of the Sunday game was bad. Last night was bad. Which is the outlier? Is it the Blue Jays were the weird one, or is it the Cardinals and the Angels?
Do you have your Texas Instrument over there? Your computer?
Yes.
I was thinking about that too. What is their record against winning teams? Because I would assume it's pretty damn good.
Well, they had not beat a team with a winning record in a series for quite some time.
Has it been a minute since the All-Star break?
You know how many times they've swept a team with a winning record this year?
0.
Once.
Once? Who was it?
Once. Detroit. In the first season, first series of the season.
I wonder if you can extrapolate something. If they're challenged, if the stakes are higher, it seems like they rise to the occasion. The problem is they also do the opposite. If the stakes aren't very high. Colorado's Colorado. You should steamroll Colorado.
Their record against teams over 500. I found it.
Okay.
It's 28-32.
Oh, take that back. Never mind. Okay. Theory out the window.
28-32.
You might be right. This might be what you are.
It's a weird deal that they can still win the World Series playing the way they are. It needs to get marginally better. But I don't think they got a good chance to win the World Series playing the way they are.
True.
They're going to be in the playoffs. Where's the number here? They're 5.5 games clear of being out of the playoffs altogether. That's a pretty good cushion. It's not
5.5 games.
5.5 of being out of
the playoffs
altogether.
Okay.
5.5. They're a game up in the division. They're 5.5 games up on the last wild card spot. Now they're 6.5 games behind the best record in the National League. So they're not going to get to play
a
at
small
home.
market team would love to have that.
Yeah.
That you'd love to be in position. You're in striking distance.
They are as vulnerable as they've been. Even the years they lost to San Diego and Arizona and Washington and these other teams, like that felt like just, man, we were better than those guys who just got beat. They don't feel better than these other teams.
Just smell sleeping giant coming.
Could be.
I really do. I smell sleeping giant coming. All of a sudden, everything heals itself, and you've got a machine, and you're talking about the Dodgers ruining baseball again. I think you're that close.
This was
and it could be the Padres that wake them up.
They just have not looked like the team that's ruining baseball since they got off that 8-0 start. When they got off the 8-0, it's like, see, here it is. It's like, hold on a second. They got eight games in. They had 154 left at that point.
Right.
And the 154 since then have been, ugh.
Yeah. Maybe
Just
we
not
misspoke.
very good.
When we said ruin baseball,
Yeah.
we meant for everyone else.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, it's time for another
Wilt
Last
Chamberlain.
Man Standing. No Wilt Chamberlain here.
Yeah.
Okay, so ESPN put out they interviewed 17 different people in the MLB to rank the top 50 MLB players this season.
This season exclusively.
Just their play this season,
Okay.
and they project through the rest of this season. Okay,
All right.
top 50. I'm going to have you guys name the top 10.
All
All
right.
right?
The
So,
10 best players in baseball this season. Okay.
I'm going to start with Jorge.
oh, take the low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, Otani.
There you go.
Otani is on the list. He's number 2. Travis.
Judge.
Judge is on the list. He's number 1. DeMarco.
Acuna?
Ronald Acuna?
Yes.
No, he's not on this
dang
list. Jorge.
Skeens.
Skeens is on this list. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Travis.
Cal Raleigh.
Cal Raleigh is on this list. He's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the list.
The big dumper.
Is that the dumper?
That's
yeah.
the big dumper.
Jorge.
Tatis.
Tatis is not on the list.
Ah.
Travis wins.
Hey.
The entirety of the top 10 is 1, Judge, 2, Otani, 3, Tarek Skubal,
Oh, yeah.
4, Cal Raleigh, 5, Bobby Witt Jr.,
Oh, yeah. He's so good.
Yes.
6, Skeens, 7, Pete Crow Armstrong, PCA,
PCA, yeah.
Who?
Pete Crow Armstrong
Oh,
for the
thank
Cubs.
you. Okay, yeah.
8, Jose Ramirez, 9, Zach Wheeler, and then 10, Garrett Crochet.
Cal Raleigh's really that good?
He's going to hit 60 home runs.
Or he's just
He
having a
has
hell of a year?
45.
He's both.
Okay.
Both. He is that good, and he's
having a hell of a year. Okay.
He's on pace to hit 60 home runs.
Dang, okay.
And
Dumper.
That pace thing holds water when we're in the middle of August. Like, if you say pace in June, it's like, yeah, we're not even halfway there. But he's 2/3 of the way there.
Where's he at now? How many?
He's at 48 or 9.
48. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What's the record now in a season? 60 something?
Still Bonds, 73.
Oh, 70.
Yeah.
73?
I mean, that'll never be a hit.
The number that other people that are precious about such things is Judge with 62.
And Raleigh's at 45 right now.
45.
Are you sure?
I'm looking up regular season stats for 2025.
Okay.
Home runs 45.
Wait, Judge at 62 is raising up. What do you mean by that?
Judge is generally thought to be performance-enhancing drug-free.
Oh.
And those numbers above 62, whether it was Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, all of them are generally considered to be juiced up when they set those
So
numbers.
there is a baseball purist that thinks that Aaron Judge is actually the home run.
Yes. I reject that, but that is...
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
If you're hitting home runs off of a juiced-up Roger Clemens, they count.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
You know, oddly enough, it's equal footing in that
That's
situation.
just true.
Yeah.
Cal Raleigh. Wow.
The big dumper.
Way to go,
I forget,
dumper.
it was either Josh Naylor or Eugenio Suarez who said if they hit X amount of home runs for the Mariners, can they be the little dumper? Thought that was
The little
pretty good.
dumper.
All right, we'll get into Bill Belichick and why he fits perfect, at least according to one person, in the college game. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. And I'm going to get to see my pals from Rotolo Chevrolet coming up in just a couple of days. DeMarco and I are going to go out to Legends Attic. Of course, we're talking about Mike Capozio. We're talking about Eddie Alizade. We're talking about Oral Hershiser. These are the guys that are at Rotolo Chevrolet as well. And these are the guys that make sure that you have the experience that you're never going to forget at Rotolo Chevrolet, because customer service comes first for them. It's not just my opinion. It's not just because I've known these guys for better part of 5 years now, but I've bought cars from Rotolo Chevrolets. I've seen what they do for me, and I know they're going to do the same thing for you. You're going to feel great about your purchase at Rotolo Chevrolet. That's why they've won Dealer of the Year 13 years in a row. 13 times in a row. We're talking about trying to win back-to-back World Series or Super Bowls. How hard? How about 13 in a row? That's what happens at Rotolo. So if you've been thinking about a Chevy car truck, especially if you're thinking about a Chevy Silverado, and why wouldn't you be? Get yourself out to Rotolo Chevrolet. It's right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. You can't miss it. It is right there off, right, and you're right there. And if Fontana's a little far for you, that's cool. RotoloChevy.com. ROTOLO, RotoloChevy.com. And whether you go in the store or go online, make sure they know that Travis sent you in.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason in Ireland is next at noon after Travis and DeMarco.
My favorite one was darts because I can play that. I can play it. I can't get hurt in darts. I don't think I can get hurt in darts.
Did they have my guy?
Beto's in here. He's saying, yeah, you can. I could play darts. Yeah, I'll hurt my finger, Beto says. Hurt my finger.
The OGs of LA Sports Talk.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium one beverage drink, like our tangy passion fruit lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. Only at Waba Grill.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you get into IT in just a few short months with no prior experience. So take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu. An Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Soccer fans, this one is for you. It's the Soccer Dream Ticket presented by San Antonio Cardinal. Your chance to win an unforgettable trip for two. We're talking about 2 tickets to the final match, plus hotel and round-trip flights. Enter for your chance to win at soccerdreamticket.com. That's soccerdreamticket.com, brought to you by San Antonio Cardinal Wine, the perfect game day wine. And you and I were talking before the show that LAFC, which is not but you wanted to go see them play against San Diego, and well, they got sunny.
It always happens to me. Like, I see the ticket prices at a certain, range. So I'm like, it's not too bad right now, but I'm just going to wait a little closer. Well, that little closer came, and they got a new player, huge signing for LAFC, and now those tickets doubled or tripled in price. So I should have bought them.
Why not buy them when you see them? You can always flip them again.
Yeah. I know, but it's just, I don't know.
Missed opportunity. There you go. What's the guy's name? How do you pronounce his name?
We just call him Sonny.
So you do pronounce it Son.
Son.
S-O-N, Son.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just call him Sonny.
I told you, half my family. Hey, can we meet him? Can you bring him over for dinner? Yeah, I can just do that.
This is terrific because your wife is of Korean
She's Korean.
heritage. She's
Yes.
Korean.
Yes.
She now knows every Korean person that comes through LA.
No, the mom. Her mom does. She doesn't get it. Like, it's ESPN. That means you can talk to everybody, right? Well, bring him over. I want to serve him, and I don't know the guy. Come on.
Look, there's a very large Korean community in Los Angeles, so I'm sure he can get, good good Korean food when he wants it, but maybe he wants a home-cooked meal.
I should bring those notes. She has notes for Kim.
For Ha-Sung Kim?
She has notes for him.
Notes on his play?
His body language, the way he looks, when he answers
Give it up.
questions.
I'll
bring them in.
Do you know what any of it says? Does she like it or dislike it?
Keep your head up.
Okay.
Don't smile too much.
Oh.
Yes. Don't give too much information.
I'm available Saturday, so if she wants to host.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm available.
Don't smile too much.
Don't smile too much. And she thinks that, like, he should be in front of Otani. So she doesn't know the whole game.
In front of, like batting in front of?
You should bat him in front of Otani.
No.
I know, but
well, he kind of is because he bats 8th or 9th in Otani's bat.
Right.
So he's frequently in front of Otani.
Yes. So she thinks that Otani always strikes out because that's all she sees when she turns on the TV. He always strikes out. He's not good. He's very good.
He does strike out a lot. I will give, what's your mother-in-law's name?
We just call her Halmoni.
Halmoni?
Halmoni. That's Korean for grandmother.
Okay. Halmoni is not wrong. He does strike out a lot.
Yes.
He just also hits a lot of home runs and doubles.
I think she's missed. How many home runs does she has?
He has 42. He has 42nd last night.
She's missed all 42 of those. All she sees is the strikeouts. That's all.
Oh,
yes.
that is so good. Yeah, my mother, who I am much more like my mom when it comes to watching sports than I am like other people. My mom is quick to like, oh, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
Like Otani will say, why he strikes out every time. Mom, hold on. Even I can't go to that extreme. Like I will throw the remote against the couch over Michael Conforto. But do you know how bad and for how long Shohei would have to be bad for me to go, hey, this guy's a bum? It would take years, literal years.
What if he tried to steal third again and lose?
That would be, dude, I think he's got a concussion. Can we get him to the hospital because he's doing dumb stuff?
Wow.
Yeah.
Funny. Yes.
Should steal third.
What is this about Belichick now?
So remember Christian Fourier? He was a tight end.
Is he a tight? I was thinking running. I'm thinking Matt Forte. This is Fourier, the tight end.
Yes,
I do remember.
Him? So he's on in Boston radio. He does what you and me do.
Yes.
And he thinks that the way that college football is set up now is going to be more beneficial to Bill Belichick than if he tried to coach college football maybe 10 or 20 years ago. Here's what he said, quote, if this was 10 years ago, I don't know if he'd have the stomach for it. I'm not sure he's willing to go into someone's house and do the electric slide in someone's living room. But Bill is prepared for this. He's tailor-made for this job and based on how it's evolved. And what he's getting at is that this lends to Belichick's strength, that players view themselves already as pros, right, more than ever before. They're determined who you get based on dollars and cents. The old rules of trying to deal with a guy's personality are kind of out, as opposed to just, I'm paying you for this job, either do it or I'm moving on to the next guy. You want information, he'll give you information. That it's far less personality-based than it is, this is what I'm bringing you in here to do. You buy that?
Some of it, I think. Fourier played for him, right? In New England.
Yeah.
I think he did.
Yeah.
So he knows Belichick. And I can see Bill Belichick doing the electric slide in the living room now.
You can.
Of course I can.
Based on Jordan Hudson?
I saw him doing things on the beach.
Good point.
Airplanes and whatnot. So, yes.
I think he's getting things from one party that he might not be able to get from other parties.
Very true. So I think he can actually morph into that guy. But as far as...
Would he do the equivalent of the electric slide for a player? I need a tight end. Am I going to go do that for them? Or no?
No, I don't. But to get a can't-miss guy... like a quarterback or somebody that can really, really help you that year. You know what I mean? One of those transfers, I'm sure he might do the equivalent of.
Okay.
But I get his point. 10 years ago when you actually had to go recruit high school, I can't see Belichick doing that. Showing up at people's high schools, talking to people, setting up visits. Can't see that.
Yeah, being good in the living room like they used to say.
Now it's different. It could be a phone call. You're talking to street agents.
Yeah.
You know, this is what I got for you. This is what I want him to do. I could see him doing that.
It's the 33rd NFL team, like he said it's going to be. You know, this professionalized version of college football. Taking that literally, these guys are getting paid. I'm going to treat them like professionals.
Now, that's the problem. That's the thing that scares me. Because if you treat them like pros and you go at them like pros, remember, this kid's 18, 19 years old. You could be a soul snatcher on the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could actually ruin him. I mean, but Nick Saban, I guess, towed a fine line, but it was a little bit different. So I don't know if
Saban's players really liked him.
And he's been in college forever, so he kind of gets it. Bill Belichick is new to this. So And it's different. If you treat them like employees at 18 or 19 years old, you could have guys leaving you as fast as you get them.
But they're leaving anyway.
But, I mean, like, and get that reputation. I don't want to go play for this guy. He's a tyrant.
Yeah.
I don't want to go play for this guy because he doesn't treat me like I'm human.
I want to talk about that more. Put a pin in that, and we'll come back and we'll get into it because the soul snatching thing you said is really interesting to me. I want to follow up on that. We got a little factor cap, though. That is coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th annual Give Back Golf Classic, Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
Looking for an easy way to save energy and earn money? With Clean Power Alliance's Power Response Home program, you can do both. Simply reduce your electricity use with small actions, such as unplugging appliances or air drying laundry during times of high energy demand. You could earn $20 just for signing up. Power Response. Great for your wallet and for the planet. Get paid to power down today at cleanpoweralliance.org/home.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Pechanga Resort Casino is giving away $1 million in August. Win your share of the $1 million in prizes by using your Pechanga Club card when you play your favorite slots or table games to earn entries. Then, be at Pechanga Resort Casino every Saturday in August to activate your entries for the weekly drawing. You could be one of the many winners of the $100,000 in cash, and thousands in easy play is also up for grabs. Must be present to win. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for complete details. Must be 21 or older with valid ID to participate.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last two, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all of that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now.
Take it away, producer Emily.
Welcome to Factor Cap.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, guys.
Aloha. Yoboseo.
Otorinolaryngologo. A tongue twister.
Which is?
One more time?
Otorinolaryngologo.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
Some type of doctor.
Oh.
Otorinolaryngologo. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't
I'll
see.
take your word for it.
Okay.
Yeah, even like Spanish sounds very fast to me when I hear it, but I
Yeah.
can usually pick a word or every third or fourth word. I'm like, okay, I know what that one is. I got no shot
Lost
at that.
there, yes.
Type of doctor.
I didn't see any of you guys at the UCLA Health Training Center yesterday, but I went to the we had an extension celebration for the Lakers here, and it was very cool to see the behind the scenes at their training facility and just how tall everything is.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just like everything's built for large
Big
giants, and it's just like, whoa. I didn't realize all these things can be changed for them. It was really cool, and happy to have the extension for the Lakers. So the news came out yesterday that Cristiano Ronaldo is engaged to his longtime girlfriend, now fiance, Georgina Rodriguez. If you haven't gotten the chance to see, the ring is massive.
Large.
Apparently about $3 million. But it is the tackiest ring I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It takes up half her finger. Just because you have money doesn't mean that you have taste.
Ooh, my
okay? It looks tacky.
Like she won the
So,
Super Bowl.
My statement is...
It kind of looked like a Super Bowl ring. You're right.
And congrats to her. I'm sure they're...
She kind of did, by the way.
Yes.
True. Yes.
So my statement is, just because you have money doesn't mean that you have taste. Travis Petrocap.
Fact, money means you have money. Money means you can buy things. Money means that you can go and kind of do whatever you want and live your life however you want. It doesn't mean that you're going to be sophisticated or elegant or tasteful. Now, those are all things that are in the eye of the beholder, to be sure. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Em.
Oh, yeah. Fact. But when you're rich, you don't need to have taste.
Yeah, there's that.
Do whatever
too.
you want.
Yep.
Yes.
There's that, too.
Yeah.
That sure is true, I guess. Jorge?
The guys, no, I can't add anything to what those guys did.
All right. So yesterday there's a Padres Giants game in San Francisco, and when you listen to broadcast, they have mics around home plate.
Usually on top of the backstop.
Yeah, it kind of picks up some natural sound, and oftentimes you might pick up a fan cheer or two. And so yesterday, if you're an avid Padre fan, you might be hearing this one particular fan yesterday. So I'm going to play one clip from her.
Casey back on the mound, at least for the first hitter of this inning. Well, a good night tonight. 3-2-2. And it's fouled back to the screen.
And then,
yes.
And then I'm going to keep on going. So apparently, I saw this video from a different perspective, probably the person behind her. A security guy came up and asked her, hey, I get you're excited.
Chill out. Okay.
So then she went away for a little bit and then came back like this.
Our fan is back. She loves the Padres.
Dang right.
So my statement is, this is a good fan. DeMarco Factor-Cap.
Fact. Absolutely. She is all in. She's enjoying the game. I assume she's enjoying the concession stand, or at least a part of it.
Right about
or at least a part of it. Yeah, she's having a great time. Absolute fact.
All right, Travis.
Yeah, I think it's fact because she's not saying anything inappropriate. She's just being loud.
Yes.
Right? And loud, I think most of the time is okay. She's not yelling anything crappy at the opposing player. She's just being loud. Now, if I were sitting in her general area, I would probably have a different opinion because there does become a point that even if you're not being obnoxious, even if you're not intentionally being obnoxious, and you're not yelling anything profane or anything like that, it's just, lady, if you're screaming in my ear every other pitch, it's like, can we not?
Just
one
inning at
Can
least?
we just bring it down a little bit? But I think she's right up to the line, but doesn't go over the line. She's a good fan.
Jorge?
This sounds like Miss Molly. She comes out to our remotes. She's from San Diego. She loves her Padres. This sounds like Miss Molly. Obviously, it's not her. But I've been with somebody who yells at the players like that at close range. That's Beto. He was telling, I forget who the player was. Hey, move! I can't see
it was Marte, right?
Yeah, it was somebody from the
Diamondbacks.
From the Mets.
Oh, the Mets. Okay.
Yeah. So Beto's like, move! I can't see Otani bad. And then the player just looked at him and kind of gave him the eye.
Our Beto is a heckler? I didn't know that. Oh, wow. Okay.
Is that surprising to you at all?
No.
It's not.
No, not surprising.
Nope.
Okay.
Look, that isolated. I'm glad you did that because DeMarco, if every 30 seconds you had to listen to
That
that,
would get old.
you'd be like, come on. There's a guy. Oh, you might
And by
know
the way,
this.
this was in the 9th inning. It was like 0-2.
I think you're right. I think she had indulged in the local flavors,
Whatever
so
it
to
is,
speak.
yes.
And so she was probably on one of those. But there's a guy at that goes to Vanderbilt baseball games. Have you ever heard this guy? He is a regular at Vandy's got one of the best college baseball programs in the country.
Yeah.
And he screams at this high-pitched level right before every pitch.
Ugh.
And he's not yelling anything, but it sounds like a whistle almost. It's just
Like when the opposing pitchers,
all-
every one of them.
all
Okay,
of it.
wow.
And it's just like, dude, stop.
Wow.
At some point, it's just, please stop. You're ruining it for everybody in the ballpark.
Can you imagine if those two girls that were sitting behind us the last time we went to the game would have stayed and kept drinking? They would have gotten loud.
That would have been one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I know you're having a good time, but there's 50,000 other people here that don't want to listen to you. Yeah.
All right, one last one for you guys. So the Lakers are hiring Jeremy Hasselpool. I don't know how to say his name. Sorry, Jeremy. But he'll be the new head strength and conditioning coach. I think we actually saw him yesterday at the facility. So he formerly worked with Dallas and was named the top strength and conditioning coach in 2021. So he's back here to help and work with Luka Doncic. Great. Excited to have him on. But I was thinking about times that you've been able to, our industry's kind of small. And so a time you've been able to work with a former coworker that you've kind of been excited about. So you ever gotten the chance to work with an old work friend again? Jorge, Factor Cap.
I used to cut games for the NFL and whatnot. And I brought in two of the guys from the TV side that were, considered pretty good editors. And it just changes the vibe in that workplace, because now you have someone to talk to, kind of hang out with, or it's just the vibe is a little different when you have people that and you feel comfortable working with.
Trap.
Yeah, I have not had the opportunity, so it's Cap for me, but I would love to. I could name a couple dozen people off the top of my head that I would be thrilled to go work with again.
Yeah.
I have gone other places. They've gone other places, but I just haven't been lucky enough to reconnect. Like Puma showed up
Big
again,
Puma.
right?
Yes.
Like there are a ton of people that I've worked with that I loved the experience that I would, given the opportunity, would jump all over again. I just haven't.
Definitely. Fact. Yeah, Puma's one of them. Chris Rose, did some work with him after the Best Damn. When you bump into somebody you've worked with before, it's always cool. You pick up right where you left off. But also the opposite can be true. Never again.
No.
Never again. Yes.
This is how you know the good ones are the good ones. Because you're like, that one?
Yes.
Nope. Not as many as those, thankfully.
Yes, this is true. A lot of good people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trying to think. I don't think I've ever worked with somebody twice.
Chris? But you guys.
Oh, Chris.
There you go.
Yeah, Chris is a great example. You're right.
Yes.
Chris. Yeah, Chris was, I've worked with Chris at 4 different places.
Mario Ruiz.
Yeah.
Yes, here. Trying to think. Yeah, there's a few people. Yeah.
Mario's like the
Mason
sleeper
in Ireland.
of the. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I guess, you know what? I did work
Yes.
with Mason in Ireland at Extra Sports 690 a
There you
million
go.
years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I think, yes, fact. I'd like to change
Definitely.
my answer retroactively. Speaking of fact, this is Factor Cap, brought to you by the law office of Joseph S. Normand. You got a lot of choices in your legal team, but with Joe, family always comes first. 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000, the law office of Joseph S. Normand and normandlegal.com. Steal their souls. Is that the phrase you used?
Soul snatcher.
Soul snatchers.
Yes.
That's what it is. Next, 710 ESPN.
All right, back when I played ball, when I was chasing the pigskin, playing football, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarters, overtime, practice, even watching film at home. Bam, they'd hit out of nowhere, and let me tell you, there is nothing tougher than pushing through a day with one of those calf lockup days where your hamstring just has a mind of its own. Had I known about Highland's leg cramps back then, man, I would have had a truckload on me at all times. Fast forward to now. I'm retired, but cramps still sneak up on me sometimes. Morning walks, playing with my daughter, even doing the show with Trav. But now I've got something that actually works. Highland's leg cramp tablets. They dissolve quickly under my tongue, and they do not upset my stomach, even if I haven't eaten yet, just like right now. No water needed, no waiting around. Look, cramps don't care if you're a pro athlete, a weekend warrior, or just yelling at the TV from the couch. We all get them. So don't wait around like I did. Don't be silly. Get ahead of the problem. Grab Highlands leg cramps right now. Available today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Trust me, you will thank me later.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th annual Give Back Golf Classic, Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
Is it time to downsize? Selling your home doesn't have to be a hassle. With Seller's Advantage, skip agents, commissions, and costly repairs. Get a fair, competitive cash offer without worrying about the details falling through. Chris Chavez, a real customer, says, quote, Seller's Advantage offered me more than I expected. The process was fast, easy, and much better than using a realtor. End quote. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah. Tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally
entertaining.
Yes. LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Sedano and Cap.
Today at 3 p.m. after Mason in Ireland.
Trudell's texting us. What is he saying? I don't know. Trudell told me earlier, he goes, I'm much younger than Cappy. He don't want to hang out with me. You're not young enough, bro. Not young enough. Listen, who's older, Pete Carroll or Mike Trudell?
I mean, personality-wise, it's close.
I'm telling you right now.
But I go with Mikey.
Pete Carroll runs circles around Mike Trudell at 73 years old.
Sedano and Cap weekdays at 3 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand. This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
So kind of going back to the Bill Belichick thing that we were talking about a second ago, about how him being more of a pro type of coach.
Yes.
Will serve the college game better than ever before, because the college game is almost pro sports.
Yes.
You know, players are getting paid. Players can move whenever they want, more or less. Coaches get paid tens of millions of dollars, et cetera, et cetera. When you were at Washington, and I know that you held them in a high degree of respect, Don James, and you played for Lambright too, right?
Yes, 1 year. Last year.
Did you like him?
Yeah. I don't even think like or dislike factored in. I respected the hell out of him.
Okay.
And partially feared.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Me too.
Yeah.
Right? The guy that I played for, Al Ferrer, was really tough. It was very demanding. But I also knew that he cared about me.
Yes.
I also know that he wanted what was best for me in addition to what was best for the team and what was best for him.
Okay.
They all kind of came together.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a yeller and a screamer, and all, like, he was a tough guy. But there was never a question that he cared about me as an individual, as a person. I still talk to him. He's still a part of my life. Is that even a thing anymore? Because when you're talking about soul snatching, right? That if I need a quarterback and I'm recruiting a quarterback, and instead of me saying, here, this is what we do academically, in the 4 years of my program, you're going to do this and this, that, and the other, it's, I got $2 million for you this year. Okay? I got $2 million for you. You're going to start, because I'm not recruiting any of the quarterbacks. If you agree, come here, you pay $2 million, you're going to start, et cetera, et cetera. And you come in and you're underperforming. I don't know if I can care about you anymore, because I have this money tied up in you. I need to, I'm going to get sacked if I don't. And to kind of put a bow on all of this, the soul snatching you're talking about, like, do I even get to know a guy? It's just so transactional right now.
Okay, I'll say this about DJ and Lambert. Did I like, and they're both dead now, so God rest their souls. Did I like Lambert? Nah, not so much.
Yeah.
Did I like Don James? It didn't factor in. It was, like I said,
Did you think they
him.
had your best interest in mind?
Yes, but it was conditional. That's where I was getting to.
Okay.
It was very conditional because they had a set of rules. And if you went outside the rules, then you basically hosed yourself and the team. So if you didn't have the stones to be disciplined enough to where you wouldn't hurt the football team, then he loved you. If you're a guy that was outside of that, it's the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
You can be out in the cold very quick. So you kind of got that. But as far as soul snatching goes, when you're a pro and you're being paid to play, it's different, especially in the NFL. So if a coach goes off on you, you kind of know how to handle it. You're a little more of an adult by then. You've been through college. You understand that. I don't know if an 18, 19-year-old kid, regardless of what you're paying him, is going to understand that or how to or know how to deal with that, with somebody screaming in his face, probably for the first time. Or, you know what I mean?
I do.
Like telling you that you can't play, which is what Belichick will do. Like, you can't play. You stink. You're having a horrible week. I can't put you in. I don't know if that style of coaching is going to be beneficial for a kid who's 18 or 19 years old, who's used to basically everybody kissing his butt.
Yeah.
That's going to be weird. It really will, regardless of what you're paying them.
Yeah,
that gets in a lot of kids running for the hills, and you might get a bad rep.
But they run for the hills anyway, and that now the bad rap thing I think is really interesting.
They do run for the hills, but you can also get more to come in.
I get that.
Yeah,
and the running for the hills thing is, if he gets a bad reputation, you don't want to go anywhere near that program. That guy's a freak. Like he's a monster, and he's lost his mind. That's bad. But if it's just, man, that guy didn't cut. They were paying him a lot, or they had a lot of expectations, and he left. Okay, that's just every team every season. Or, I was paying you $2 million to be my quarterback. Well, now Texas is offering me $4 million.
Right.
I'm leaving.
Yes,
and it. I don't know. It just feels like that the brutality that Bill Belichick might bring to this, and I'm not talking physical, but just the calculating. I only care about the result. Bottom line. Can you help me? Yes, you get to stay. You can't. No, you got to go.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a bad thing anymore in college football. It just is what it is.
When you saw Nick Saban in a press conference or anywhere, he's always dressed to the nines. Everything's tucked in. He looks military, damn near, right? Sark the same way. I'm just trying to think. They can talk the talk and talk money. They can talk the lingo. I don't think Belichick can. I don't think that's his deal.
Like communicate with a younger person?
He's not going to show up with the latest gear. He's not going to know what music is playing.
Okay.
And I don't think he really cares about that.
No, I don't either.
So I don't. And part of this, no matter how much you're paying him, you're going to have to relate to the kids, build a relationship. I don't think he's that
good point
style of guy.
He's relating to a kid.
That's as transactional as anything relationship he's going to have with a player. And I'm not even trying to be gross or rude or anything else. We know what that
Who's the kid?
His girlfriend.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no.
Emily?
Yeah, no, but she's right. She's right. But again, you talk about transactional. I mean, I think we know what that is.
True.
So it's, instead of you playing quarterback, you're going to play a different thing.
It's not that Belichick will yell and scream. It's just the dude went after Brady.
Yeah.
Tom Brady is the best quarterback that ever lived, and it seemed like he couldn't do anything right for this guy. Now, imagine what that would do if you get the same Belichick to an 18, 19-year-old kid. You may be done forever. I just can't play.
But
my confidence is gone.
You're talking about, so I'm bringing this to something else you've brought up in the past, that Arch Manning isn't at Texas to play for Texas necessarily. He's not there. He wants to win national championships, but his ultimate goal is the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And he's there to train for the NFL. That might turn into what UNC could be. You might be not going to UNC to win national championships.
A prep school for the NFL.
Yes, to go to the NFL.
Now, if you get those type of athletes, sure. I keep telling you, you've watched it before, and if you want to see something that will blow your mind, watch any season of Last Chance U. That should be mandatory viewing for all D1 athletes. Keep messing up. That's where you're going.
Yeah.
And this is who's going to be coaching you. So if you want to get those type of guys and pass them through UNC and make that the next Last Chance U, that makes sense.
But what if it's not Last Chance U? What if it's First Chance U? Like I get a premium professional experience before the pros.
If you want to make it that, then
Yeah.
he's your guy. Like,
Yeah.
we're not even going to mess around. We don't care about the student athlete.
Yeah.
All we want you to do is play ball.
Right.
That's it. You can major in eligibility for as long as you're here.
Mhm.
Matter of fact, you don't even have to go to class.
Right.
Yeah. If you want to build that, he may be your guy. Now you're talking Bill Belichick's language.
I think you want that, but not as old of a guy as Belichick is. Like somebody that is far more transactional. Like, look, here are the making stuff up here. Here are the 15 things you need to know how to make to the NFL. I'm going to teach you those 15 things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get you ready to do these 15 things. You're a good enough athlete. I could teach you these things. You're going to go to the NFL.
Yes.
But that's it, right? That's just what we're here to do. We're here to prep you for that. We might not be any good. We might not win a bunch of games. We may not, you may not graduate from school. You may not develop relationships with your teammates or your coaching staff, but I'm going to teach you what this defense does and how this operates. So you walk into that locker room on day one of the NFL and you are ready to go.
And you may actually be pretty good. You may build another Miami like that at UNC until something bad happens off the field.
It feels what's so weird about it though. Like, and I'm glad you used Miami specifically because there was a lot of that, but there also was a very specific culture in Miami, and those guys had you could tell they got along with each other.
What you described, they built.
Yeah.
They were a pro factory.
Yeah.
Yeah. They came
But
through.
there was also camaraderie. There were also
Of course.
and like Dennis Erickson and Jimmy Johnson and Schnellenberger and all those guys that had that thing cranked up.
Yes.
They at least appeared, tell me if I'm wrong, at least appeared they cared about their players. Now, we're not messing around. We're going to go win every single game. And if you can't help me win, you're not going to play.
Right.
But it did not seem as transactional as it is
so
now.
you go out to Miami, this is back in the day, and you'll see 3 different versions of a national championship team. Like this group over here won one, that group over there, and they're all watching this current group.
Yeah.
They really do care about the program.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's a coach or a school thing. It might be just the them thing. But what you're talking about building, they actually already built. The problem is, what's it going to take to get there in this day and age? Because I do say this, even the greatest Miami teams in the world, if you put them in current day and you actually have camera phones, that whole program's going away. That whole program's going away, and you know it.
If you're waiting for me to argue with you, you're going to be waiting a long time.
Right,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, and it wouldn't be because it wouldn't work. It's because you'd probably the guys would be in jail.
You'd know it. You'd see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And
absolutely.
not all of them, but there were a lot going on.
It
down
wouldn't
there.
be stories. It'd be verifiable proof.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well said. All right. So we got Otani as a two-way guy. We're going to see the next one in a different sport. It's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace. If you're injured in an accident, you got to call my guy Jacob. Why? Because his team will hold your hand throughout the entire process. He's been handling cases since the 90s. The consultation is free. He'll deal with the insurance company on your behalf, and you only pay Jacob if he wins. He's got the reputation and the clout to get you the compensation you deserve. Call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB, or visit calljacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time.
Pick me up and never put me down.
Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink. like our tangy passion fruit lemonade. Waba Grill, keeping it real every day for you.
Hey guys, it's Cappy, and I want to remind you about my great friends at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. You know I'm a huge Subaru fan for so many reasons: safety, technology, versatility, reliability, and you know they're all about that Subaru love promise. Come visit my friend Omar and his team at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Not only do they have an amazing line of new Subarus, but they've also got a massive selection of pre-owned certified Subarus at amazing prices. Ocean Subaru, 1100 South Euclid in Fullerton, right off the 91 freeway. Visit oceansubaruoc.com for more information. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every journey starts with love.
Fantasy football fans, the ESPN LA Fantasy Football Draft Party is back at Hollywood Park Casino on Thursday, August 28th. Join Sedano and Cap live on site starting at 3 p.m. Then get ready to draft your squad when the draft party kicks off at 6 p.m. Enjoy a night of football, food, drinks, and fun. Want in? Reserve a league for you and 7 friends right now at ESPNLA.com. We'll reach out to confirm your full 8-player league. You'll compete for awesome prizes all season long. And it all starts at Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, play.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Hey, fantasy football fans, this is your moment. The ESPN LA Fantasy Draft Party is back at Hollywood Park Casino coming up on Thursday, August 28th. Sedano and Cap live at 3 and the draft kicking off at 6. Reserve your league of 8 right now at ESPNLA.com. Prizes all season long thanks to Hollywood Park Casino, Park, Party, and Play.
I know the song. I was trying to think who told me this about the college football thing and NIL and how crazy it is. Like, players holding you up for more money before the game.
I know.
I'm not going out there to play today if I don't get X, Y, and Z.
Yeah,
I would throw you out of my locker room. So I don't care if I lose by 100 points.
That sounds apocryphal. I would need who said it, where to, like real things.
It was a guy that was in college football, and he was telling me stories of, like, we were talking about how it's the Wild West, and there are players that may hold you up before games.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've not heard that, but I know. I mean, we talked. I forget the guy's name. He's the quarterback at UNLV, and he was promised X amount of dollars. Vegas delivered less than X amount of dollars, and he basically said, "Well, I'm not playing until I get the rest of the money." Okay, I get that. Now you shouldn't be able to hold. This is why there needs to be an agreement. I'm going to play for you. You're going to pay me X dollars.
Right.
Here's my X dollars. Now I'm going to play for you. That's it.
It's been notarized.
Yeah, it's like we have an agreement, not a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, an actual agreement where it is codified in real terms.
Yes, I know. Yeah, it's just weird. Yes,
it's not.
And I hate talking about that
with
college football.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right. So real football. Travis Hunter on Saturday for Jacksonville played 12 snaps of offense. Played mostly with the first team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 12 snaps on offense with the ones. Played 8 snaps on defense with the twos. So 20 snaps, split relatively evenly, 12-8. Is this how they're going to use him? Like, do you really? Because whenever you hear, well, Travis Hunter could be the Shohei Otani of the NFL. Okay, but there's, number one, is he going to be a two-way guy? Because Otani is a two-way guy in the most he bats every day and he pitches every 5th or now 6th day. Like, that is a two-way guy. Like, Deion Sanders occasionally would play offense.
Spot duty.
But I don't think he was a two-way. He was a defensive back that would occasionally play wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen some other guys that would occasionally play defensive. Is Hunter going to play relatively, roughly even snaps on both sides?
They think so, man. I think they're absolutely out of their mind. I think they're crazy. There's no way a player can do that. That you can play receiver and then DB.
Would you try it up until the point where he can't, though?
Well, think about this. He's got to play the Steelers, right? So on the defensive end, you got to cover DK Metcalf. That's a job in and of itself.
Sure it is.
Right? Okay, so a turnover, what happens? They score, you flip possession. Now you've got to beat Jalen Ramsey on the other side. And you think you're going to be able to do this consistently?
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
I'm not. Okay. That is a good case to why it won't work. But do you let him run into that before you just say we're not going to do it.
I think they are, and this is something else I brought up with this. That's a lot of meetings for him.
Yeah,
you got to be
you're
on
right.
the offensive side for game planning. You got to come to the defensive side for defensive planning. They're going to probably use him on returns. Now you got to sit in for special teams. And here's something else. I thought Dion handled it perfectly in Colorado because he basically raised him, right?
Yeah.
So if he needed a day off, I'm giving you a day off, and nobody says boo. Try that in the NFL, Liam Cohen.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not winning. So this kid gets a day off.
Especially a rookie.
Right. He gets a day off and I don't.
Yeah.
I just gave you 20 tackles. How come I can't have Monday off? But he gets, this it seems like
So
you're
you're
headed
not
for a mess.
You don't think it's going to work?
I think what they'll do is they'll use him. It'll be more spot duty. It won't be consistent because he can't. You'll lose him. He'll get hurt. It is what it is. And I said this the other day. If your team's best receiver is lining up at corner, I'm giving you nothing but toss crack all day.
Yeah.
That means I'm blocking the safety. I'm going to make that little dude, that light in the pants dude, tackle my running back 12 times a day. 12 times a quarter. And see if I can slow him down on both sides of the ball. It's crazy.
Hold on, I got to write this down. I just learned one of my new phrases that I'm going to use a lot. Light in the pants.
Light in the pants.
I love that.
Would
I currently be described as light in the pants?
You are light in the pants now. But you saw, did you guys see Travis Hunter play on defense?
Yeah.
Did you see the tackle he missed?
Yeah.
And that's like 10 plays in.
Yeah.
Now imagine doing that for 48 straight plays, and then you got to tackle Derrick Henry. Good luck.
I don't like this, but I think you're right, because the reason I don't like it is I would like to see them try. Because, and I want to bring this back to baseball, that I think one of the reasons we haven't seen not another Shohei Ohtani, because Shohei Ohtani is one of a billion or a trillion, who knows how many ones he is. But what's wrong with having a guy who would be Kike Hernandez offensively and Tony Gonsolin on the mound? You know what I mean? Like this idea that you have to be like Shohei Ohtani is an A+ pitcher. Shohei Ohtani is an A+ offensive player.
So the generic version of Ohtani.
Yeah, just a guy that instead of being an A+ in both categories, you're a B- in both.
Nothing.
Or
What's
a
wrong with
B- in. I don't think there's anything wrong with it either, but we've seen more guys that are two-way guys in college. We're seeing more of those than we have before, but by the time they get into pro ball, they're already funneling them to one side or the other because they'd rather maybe get an A in one and nothing out of the other than a couple of B's or a B and a C.
And injury risk. You don't want to lose a really good hitter. You don't want to lose a really good pitcher. And then when you have a guy two ways, you lose both.
It doesn't work.
Who's the best position player pitcher you've seen?
Other than Ohtani?
Yeah, like a guy that doesn't normally pitch, position player that goes in and pitches when you have no more pitchers.
Well, so
who's the best guy you've seen?
There's a couple of guys. I think Michael Lorenzen is no longer in baseball. I think he's out. He played at Cal State Fullerton. He was their center fielder. He's an All-American. And he also was a regular pitcher for them. He's done both in the major leagues, and he looks like a pitcher when he's on the mound, and he looks like an outfielder when he's in the outfield.
Okay.
He is a two-way guy.
Jack Castiglione for the Royals, right?
Jack Castiglione for the Royals last year in college baseball was a first-round talent up to bat and probably would have been a first-round talent just with his pitching. Okay.
Yeah.
They basically bagged the pitching before he stepped into the minor leagues. They just said, go hit because we think you're going to be a special offensive player. They're out there.
Yeah.
But they don't try it. And I don't understand why, because even though Shohei is different, just the advantage of having two major league average guys in one guy gives you another guy on the roster.
It does.
It's
yes.
like if I got basically 27 players on my team and you've got 26 and I have 27 because I have one guy that can do both things, it's a huge advantage.
I'm sure after the Shohei show here, there's going to be more of them. So I'm trying to figure out.
This is his 8th year in the league. We've seen the proof of
concept. But now you got the Dodger rub and you won the World Series. Now it works.
Before
it's like a novelty.
I understand what you're saying, but it wasn't. The Angels stunk, but there was nothing novel about Shohei's performance.
But you can't back it up with look. It helps you win. I don't. It's kind of weird. But I did wonder like which position player, which guy could actually hit or could actually pitch who was a hitter. Or should I be looking the other direction? Which pitcher could actually hit? But a lot of them can hit.
Some of them can. I don't think it's one's more likely than the other. I think they're both equally likely.
A pitcher that can hit versus
I think they're because you said it the other day. There are the best player on your Little League team is also your best pitcher.
Yes.
In high school,
So continue that.
Your
Yeah.
best player probably pitches a little bit too. They just typically do. In college, they start to go the other way, but it's not gone by then. And I don't know if Travis Hunter is the guy that's going to change this. It feels to me that this idea that we want to avoid the failure of injury, of it doesn't work out either way. And we're just going to try the one thing. But what if it does work out? What if you get a couple of guys that are not even really good, just capable of playing in the major leagues at both spots? That feels like a massive advantage to me.
Travis Hunter, I think if it could have been done, it would have been done before.
Football's so different because it's so physical.
If it could have been done, it would have been done before. There have been two-way players, but they've been like linebacker, fullback.
Yeah.
And they don't start at either one. This guy's going to be a starter on both sides? No way. You're whistling Dixie. That ain't going to happen. But more batter pitcher guys like Otani, there's going to be a lot more of them now because you've had success with it.
Is there I guess there just isn't the football equivalent of two places where you could put a guy that are not as physically demanding as the two places where, and maybe the two places he is might be the least physically demanding that you're, as far as just taking physical punishment. You're going to always take some on a football field, but the only guy that really doesn't get hit a ton is the quarterback.
Yes.
And there isn't a position on defense where you don't have to hit a little bit.
Well, this one, I mean, actually, you get hit as a receiver. Corners don't get hit a lot. They're mostly running with people. Then you get into little skirmishes or you make tackles. So this would be the right spot for him. It's just there's no way you're going to play a full game on defense and then play a full game on offense and be effective at both.
I know. It doesn't
Forget
feel
that.
likely.
No.
If I were the Colorado Rockies, okay, and it's not like you could snap your fingers and do this in a year or two. It would have to be like a very directed idea, effort, process to – we're going to try to build a team with not just one or two of these guys, but we're going to try to find a team where we might have 6 or 8 of these guys.
Of course, I would.
To where we can use, like, I have a team of baseball players that, because they're doing it the air quote normal way.
Yes.
And they're still going to lose 110 games. So why not try to go the other way and say, I'm going to take a bunch of guys that are pretty good at both of these things, and maybe most of them will only be league average or even slightly below. But I get, instead of having a 25-man roster, I got a 32-man roster.
But what if you get half the career? Like if they could have theoretically
quite honestly,
paid 10
though,
years and you only get 5?
What do I care if I'm the team? If you're the player, sure, I understand why you'd want to do 10. But if I'm the team, what do I care? You're average at both of these things. If you're Shohei Ohtani offensively, then maybe we're going to make a different decision. But if I could put together a roster of 31 guys with only actually having 25 guys.
I would have thought more guys would be coming out of Japan, because if Otani's doing this and has done this, then somebody else is teaching this. I mean, we keep saying and having fun that he's from Mars, but he's not. He's human.
Yeah.
So he had to be taught, and this had to be encouraged. I'm sure there's going to be someone else at some point.
You have to be willing.
Maybe not as good.
You'd have to be that's it. You have to be willing to lower the bar, I think, a little bit. I think the reason Ohtani was allowed to do it for as long as he was, well, who's the best hitter in our league? Oh, it's Ohtani. Who's the best pitcher? It's Ohtani. Why would I But what about the guy that's the 8th best hitter and the 14th best pitcher? Let him go.
I'm sure he's out there somewhere.
Because the idea of, well, if we took the 14th best pitcher and he's 8th best hitter, maybe he'd move up to the 4th best hitter. Okay, but isn't 8 and 14 better than just 4? And to me it is. And if you're the A's, if you're the Rockies, if you're these teams that are just awful year after year after year, and you've tried to do it the normal way, like this is the ultimate zag. Like, I'm just going to go, let's see, spend 10 years trying to develop this. What's the harm? You haven't been good in 10 years anyway.
Possible. Yes,
but you're not going to get any better.
But you're not getting any better doing it this way. At least then it's like, well, okay, that didn't work. Now what? Like they've been terrible forever.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And especially like the Rockies, the more I think about this, I should be the general manager of the Rockies, is especially with pitchers, they can't get anybody. But what if I just had 20 guys on my roster instead of the typical 12 that can pitch if necessary? All right. We'll do a bullpen game every day the whole season. We're just going to rotate these 20 guys through.
But I think maybe if you're the GM, you're saying I could get how many guys on the roster again?
25.
25. Okay, I can get 12 Bs and then 12 Bs for both pitching and hitting, okay?
I would like to see the one team that has 12 Bs on both sides. They don't exist. That's my whole point, though, Em, and I'm glad you brought it up, is every team has Cs on their roster already. Every team does.
Okay.
So if I got a guy that can do 2 Cs, that's better than an A over here and a D over here.
True. Or nothing.
Or nothing.
Or nothing.
But the D wouldn't be on the team, you would assume.
Well, the Rockies got a bunch of Ds.
You're right.
Yeah, a bunch. The Dodgers have some Cs. The Dodgers have some guys that, it's just, I don't know. If I'm the Dodgers, I'm not building a team like this. If I'm the Atlanta Braves, I'm not doing it.
What if we found out that Michael Conforto was secretly a C+ pitcher?
Yeah.
And
Let's see it.
Then you have Michael Conforto, who also can't hit.
Yeah.
Or is probably the D on the Dodgers.
Good example. Yeah.
So you think it'd be better for him to do both?
No, because his offense is so bad, the value isn't there on the other side.
Okay.
But if he were, I'm trying to think of a good example here, like Kike Hernandez, right? Kike Hernandez isn't going to the All-Star game because he's going to slug 850, but he's a major league hitter. If he could pitch like Jack Dreyer or Bobby Miller, then that's valuable.
Can I teach Max Muncy a sinker? Just this. That's all I need. Just this right here.
Blinker.
I mean, I'm sure there's a fatal flaw in this that I'm unaware of. But if I'm the Rockies, why not? What doing it the way everyone else is doing it has gotten me jack squat.
I'm sure there's going to be the American version of Otani at some point. I'm sure of it. I'm absolutely sure of it. I'm sure somebody could already do it. Somebody's going to do it soon.
I hope so.
It's going to happen.
But it goes back to that youth baseball thing where they might not let them get to that point.
Now I think you might change it.
But I agree with you there. That Castiglione guy for the Rockies, he was that, and this is post Otani, and they still said no pitching, swing the bat. Like even in a post Otani, and the Royals aren't crappy like the Rockies, but they're also not flush with a ton of guys that you could just, I don't even need to look at the pitching. It's not like they're got 10 number one guys.
Very true.
And that they didn't do it is peculiar. Man. USC should find some one-way guys that are better at football. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th annual Give Back Golf Classic, Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic, semaglutide injection 0.5 milligrams.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, quote, "Inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage today at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
When it's game time, every play counts. So when it's time to choose your next vehicle, make the winning play at George Chevrolet. From the powerful work-ready Silverado to the family-sized Traverse and all-electric standouts like Blazer and Equinox EV, George Chevrolet has an incredible selection and a championship-caliber team ready to help you get the perfect Chevy at the best price. Visit them off the 91 Freeway, Lakewood Exit in Bellflower, or shop online at georgechevy.com. That's georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. Because with the highest cargo box volume in its class, customizable features, and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds, it gets the job done. You just have to get in the seat. Learn more at your John Deere dealer or visit johndeere.com/Gator XUV.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show on ESPN LA.
It's time. And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
I'm playing this because it is the anniversary. On this day in 1991 was when Metallica released their album, self-entitled Metallica. And my cousin and I, Charlie, had a debate this weekend. He is a Gen Xer. We were talking about 1991 albums. He believes it's the best year in music ever. Let me just give you the albums that were released in the year 1991. Nevermind from Nirvana. 10 by Pearl Jam. Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 by Guns N' Roses. My God. Bad Motorfinger, Soundgarden.
Wow.
Blood Sugar Sex Magic from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Metallica by Metallica. Out of Time, R.E.M. There's No More Tears, Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh.
You know, there's kind of something here for everyone. Jish from Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's everything here. So do you guys disagree or agree?
Wait, who was arguing against?
No, he was just talking at me.
Oh,
there was really no
okay.
argument. He was arguing at Emily, and I was like, okay.
That's hard to, that I never looked at it. I didn't know that many albums were stacked on top of each other in 1991, but it seemed like a really good era for music. And now that you look at it from outside in, it's hard to disagree with.
The Low End Theory from A Tribe Called Quest.
God, that's all the same year?
All the same year.
Who was Low End Theory?
A Tribe Called Quest.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Yeah, look, it's been well established on the show that I don't know anything about music. However, I know all of those albums.
Yep.
That's so if they're on my radar, and again, I was a sophomore, junior in college. I was a little more plugged in at the time than I am now.
Probably your prime music time, I would assume.
Probably, but yeah, those are all, and not only that big, but like each one of those albums had a bunch of hits on it.
That's basically my playlist.
Yeah.
Everything you just mentioned is all off my playlist.
And all these are like iconic now. It's not like they had the 91 and like you can't really listen to it again.
No.
They have staying power. People like my age, I was born 5 years after this, and I still am aware of all these bands and all these albums.
So metal became glam rock, Motley Crue, Poison.
Mm-hmm.
So grunge comes in and kills glam rock.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. And also killed Guns N' Roses at the same time. And then Metallica, with this album, brought it back.
Guns N' Roses was weird because when we were in high school, Appetite for Destruction, right? The Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Child of Mine, that album.
Yes.
Was like, what in the world? This is unreal. And then they had a couple of clunkers, and then they came back with Use Your Illusion. Like, okay, sounds, and then kind of at that point, like, poof. Not that they stopped making records, but they stopped having the impact like
Axl became too tough to deal with. Like he was like late for planes.
There's a Tupac album here, Van Halen, Boyz II Men.
God,
Van Halen were they Van
Denny.
Hagar by 1991? I think they were.
This, I believe.
Yes.
Google is telling me Van Halen, but you're probably right. But it's
No, but they were still called Van Halen. But
okay.
that's when David Lee Roth left and
think it was
Sammy
Van
Hagar
Hagar.
came
And
in.
this is
Before
for
Sharon, yeah.
For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge is the album.
That
from.
is Hagar.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. David Lee Roth, his last album with them was 1984.
Was that the last one?
That was the last one. Yes. That's when they got sick of him. Yes. Crazy.
Seemed like he had a pretty good life.
I love Diamond Dave. Come on.
We'll be out at Legends Attic on Thursday. DeMarco and I will be. That's the 14th, 9 to noon. Legends Attic in Claremont. It is their biggest autograph signing yet. All-star catcher and two-time World Series champ Will Smith will be there. Looking forward to getting a chance to chat with him. Oral, of course, will be there with special guest Kirsten Watson, Steven Nelson, two other members of the Dodger broadcast team, giveaways, and art by the incredibly talented Dave Hobrecht. Get your tickets right now at legendsattic.com. Do not miss it. It's Thursday the 14th at Legends Attic in Claremont, presented by Fanatics.
Okay, two things. Number one, I can scratch my ear.
Uh-huh.
So don't treat me like Cappy. This whole booger thing is really it's gone sideways. This whole Cappy and the booger thing has gone sideways.
Is he claiming he was scratching
his
ear?
I don't know. I can itch my ear. Don't make it a thing.
Well, there's a lot of real estate between here
That's what I'm
and
saying.
And then you put it into your mouth.
This
and
is
then...
acceptable.
Yeah.
This is not.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Look, can I be honest?
Yes.
I don't care either way.
Really?
No.
Something about this just...
It's a little off-putting, but look, I'm not going to pretend I don't do it.
True, but I make sure no one sees me.
In your car?
And I don't put it in my mouth.
Yes.
The car is one of those things that's like the fortress of solitude. I just assume no one can see me at any given time
Except
in my car.
I can see you through the glass.
I know you can.
I can see right in there.
When I'm in my car, all bets are off.
Okay.
I'm getting in
but
there.
I can see you.
Yeah, I know you're right.
I will move up so you can do what you need to do so I won't see it. But just don't do what I'm sitting there. And I have a question, just going back to the music thing. So, never mind, I was in Seattle when it hit.
Oh, yeah.
And the world exploded.
Oh, yeah.
And it was awesome. It was awesome. And I'd heard the album before it was released because they would play it at different clubs.
Okay.
So we'd heard Teen Spirit, all this stuff. Was Nevermind as big down here as it was? It was?
So
okay, I want to make sure.
I think I've said this before. It was the soundtrack of my sophomore. I'm trying to think. Whatever year it came out, you could not walk down Isla Vista Street, Del Playa, Sabado Tart, any of the places where all the parties were on Thursday, Friday nights, Saturday nights, and not hear that album being played coming out of the party. It was, and I don't know how many millions of copies of that thing, but what was so interesting about it, and again, I don't know anything about music. I like listening to music. I think everybody does, but I can't tell you, this band's about this band. I don't know those things. I just, it misses me. The first time I heard that record, Nevermind, I've never heard anything like this before. Like, it was really, really different than everything I had heard.
It changed the world. So it's happened before, but there were a few songs. When I was growing up, remember Another One Bites the Dust?
Sure. Queen.
Okay, that song was played on rock stations and urban stations.
Yeah.
So up in Seattle, that song was so big, it was played on all stations.
Yeah.
Country played it.
Really?
Urban stations played it. The rock stations played it. That's how big and how momentous that song was.
Well, the only other time in my life where something like I never heard, not that it didn't exist, I had not heard it, okay, was when hip hop started to be played on the radio.
Yeah, okay.
It's like wait, what's NWA? I don't know what because it cut through. Yeah. It's like, what is that? I haven't heard something like that before. Yeah. It was that, and it was Nirvana, just like, hey, what is that? I want to know more about that.
What
I want to hear more of that.
song can you play on the radio?
Well, they did radio versions, right? There were, but it was one of those things, or you'd hear it at a party. Like,
this is true.
What is that?
Right,
yeah,
no doubt.
Different.
It's like now listening to Doechii on the radio. That's like every other word is something you can't say.
Can't say it. Yes.
Like who?
Doechii.
Doechii?
Yes. You've heard her music. It's been it has seeped in occasionally.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Have we played it on this show? Yes, Jorge's nodding yes.
I don't think so.
I think so. What was the one where we misspelled or whatever? We said something different for the name of the artist. Whatever. Yeah. It's
Doechii?
Doechii.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Sounds like.
She performed at the
Don't
Grammys.
say it. Okay.
It's fine.
Make sure you pronounce it correctly.
I don't know. Hot and Cold is coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about my friend, Joseph S. Normani. Joe is my friend for a couple of reasons. Number one, I've known Joe for a very long time, but just as importantly, I've trusted Joe with big moments. When my son was in an accident, first call, Joseph S. Normand. When I was involved in an accident, right over here, right on the 110 freeway, going home from work one day, first call after I got squared away was to Joseph S. Normand. That's why I feel so good about telling you, if you are involved in an accident, I hope it never happens to you, but if you are, you need to know what to do next, and that is pick up the phone and call Joe. 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000, because what you want is somebody that knows how the insurance companies operate, who knows what they're up to, and he's not going to let them do it to you. He's going to fight them at every turn and make sure that you get what you're entitled to, what you actually deserve, and not just what they're offering so they can move on to the next guy and not give him what he deserves. Call Joe first. 213-747-2000. Put it in your phone. Be prepared. Be ready to go. 213-747-2000 and the law office of Joseph S. Normand at normandlegal.com.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason in Ireland is next at noon after Travis and DeMarco.
Do you think they do a Pepe Mantilla bobblehead night and the bobblehead would be Pepe waving?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. And the arm should be the bobblehead, right? It should, so the arm goes back.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, that's a great idea. We'll talk to Linda Rambis. She's director of special projects. She can make anything happen.
Oh, yeah, she's perfect.
The OGs of LA Sports Talk.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
Rams fans, the 2025 Rams regular season is right around the corner. Don't miss any regular season home games this year with marquee matchups against the 49ers, Lions, Texans, Buccaneers, and more for only $97 per game. In addition, get home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2025. Again, that is therams.com/2025. Secure your season tickets and see you at the Rams house.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rotolo Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going, and going, and going. Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
What is your next success story? At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can succeed again with more than 135 affordable online degrees and certificates to help you move your career forward. From cybersecurity and AI to healthcare and MBA, our programs help you build critical thinking, leadership, and communication skills that set you apart in today's job market. Apply now and save with no application fee through September 3rd. Visit umgc.edu to get started. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show on ESPN LA.
It's time for Who's Hot and Who's Cold.
You're as cold as ice. Thanks to our friends at NextGen. NextGen, the official air conditioning, heating, plumbing of SoCal sports fans.
Call 833-3-NEXTGEN, NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com.
Time for Who's Hot and Who's Cold. Thanks to NextGen. Right now.
Aloha, man.
Buenos
I'm off
dias.
today, big dog.
All right, one day off before we
Yo, Seo.
All right. It's been
That first
2.5
day of school really wiped you out, didn't it?
It's been 2.5 hours, guys.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift announced that she has a new album coming out in October. She announced it at 12:12 Eastern Standard Time.
Right after we came on.
a.m. this morning.
Oh, okay.
12:12 Eastern Standard Time that she was going to do a new album, her 12th album, that is being entitled The The Life of a Showgirl.
Interesting.
And she's going to be on the New Heights podcast tomorrow with Travis Kelce. It is, okay, I know this doesn't sound like a big deal, but it's a huge deal. She doesn't really talk in public that we can hear, like, ever. Like, I don't remember the last time that I heard her casually speak in a conversation.
true.
that we can all hear. Maybe since 2019, she did a Vogue 70 questions thing.
Accepting awards.
Accepting awards, but that's
been
not casual.
7 years,
that's
6
public,
years.
You know, it's like I'm excited to see her interact with someone she's dating. I really have never seen it.
And I'm asking. This is
Sure.
without judgment. Will this be real? She's with her boyfriend in his backyard. Is that a real open exchange
It's
of
not.
dialogue?
I'm never actually going to see her really talk because I don't know her and
Yeah.
she's not my friend. But I think it's something as a fan of Taylor Swift you don't get often. But Travis was also in a GQ article today. He was the cover story for September, and he was kind of
Travis Kelce.
Oh, I thought you meant.
No,
Never mind, I'm sorry.
If I were famous enough to be on the cover of GQ, you
How did I miss that?
and I
I'm
would
sorry.
not know each other.
So Travis Kelce, the host of the New Heights podcast, tight end for the Chiefs, was with GQ for the September cover story, and he was kind of open about both his relationship with Taylor, but also about how the fame affected his production last year. So he said this about his production. I think it might have slipped a little bit because I did have a little bit more focus on trying to set myself up, and opportunities came up where I was excited to venture into the new world of acting and being an entertainer, he says. I don't say this as I shouldn't have done it. I'm just saying that my work ethic is such that I have so much pride in what I do and how I do things that I never want the product to tail off. And I feel like these past 2 years haven't been my standard. He adds, I just have to have such a motivation to show up this year for my guys. I like that he's taking accountability that, yes, this came in. I tried to set up my post-playing career, and it did affect my play on the field, and owning that and hopefully changing it this year. What do you guys think?
Why are you staring at me like that?
I'm just interested in what you're going to say.
Oh, no, just interesting. I was thinking about, it was another interview with Dave Justice.
The baseball player?
The baseball player.
Yeah.
And he was talking about Halle Berry.
Uh-huh.
Halle Berry is Halle Berry.
Sure.
And how he didn't think she was motherly because she didn't cook or clean.
Okay.
Now, this is while he was playing. So I'm just thinking of the mentality of while you're playing and what you need from your partner to be there for you to, rub the boo-boos when you're hurt. It must be difficult when your partner is a celebrity and also has demands on their time. Like right now, I just dropped the biggest pass of my life. I played like crap. I need you to sit here with me and eat macaroni and cheese and watch TV. Nope, I got to go to Europe. Or nope, I'm not here. Or that sort of stuff. How difficult that might be.
And what's interesting, too, in the article, he talked about how it is different for him to date someone who can understand the shoes that he's in, though. Understands that there are millions of people.
Both ways.
Yeah. Millions of people's eyes on you, knows what it means to be a public-facing figure. But then, yes.
And vice versa. I just left stage, and I performed horribly. I feel so bad. I need you to hug me right now. You know what? I got to get ready for the Patriots. You know what I mean? I'm about to go out and play Monday Night Ball. I will talk to you later. That's got to be weird.
I'm fascinated by what he said, as far as like doing movies or the podcast, whatever his entertaining / acting opportunities were. And they came along because, A, he's a Hall of Fame football player. He's on the most famous team or the best team, and he's dating one of the most famous people in the world. So all this stuff comes along with it. Of course, it's going to take away. We all got 24 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to do something over here, that's less time you can do it over there. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't do both, but it means that there is less time to do one thing than there is to do two, right?
Yeah.
That it affected him doesn't surprise me. That he admitted that it affected him does surprise me, because usually it's, no, man, I got all my work in, I did all those things, but that he's saying in real time, as he's getting ready to go play another season, that, I wanted to set myself up, and I was not where I would like to be.
Yes.
That's pretty rare.
It's kind of like same as Travis Hunter. That is double duty.
Sure.
When practice is over, most people are off their feet getting rest. You're on a jet going someplace else, being this. So it's weird. And look, there would be no doubt in my mind if you broke up with Taylor Swift because you wanted to focus on the season, I would never doubt you again. I don't doubt you now.
Yeah.
But if you told me that you had to tell Taylor Swift, I need to back off a little bit to focus on football, I would never doubt you again. Ever.
What's next, Deb?
But other people can balance both, too.
Yeah.
But, all right, so what's cold is John Mateer. Do you guys know who this guy is at all?
I do not.
So he's the Oklahoma quarterback this year, the appointed quarterback. He had played the previous 3 seasons with Washington State. Okay? And overnight, it came out a story that he is being suspected of sports gambling, mostly because his Venmo, like I've been talking about before, descriptions were literally labeled sports gambling. Sports gambling in parentheses, USC game. Sports gambling in parentheses, UCLA game. He was not
subtle.
Great at covering his tracks. And I will say this, that Oklahoma is aware of the Venmo transactions and is handling it. Mateer made it clear to the school that he has never gambled. Unless this is a very off-color joke, just to label it as sports gambling, I think that John doesn't have much to stand on here.
There's one or two things going on here. He's either real dumb for playing a joke like that because that can only blow up in your face like it appears that it is, or he was real dumb in labeling those things like that because that's what it is. There's not really a third option to me. If the one thing you can't do as an athlete is gamble,
right?
Then you can't gamble, and you can't joke
or even come
about
close
gambling.
about. Yeah.
You just gotta. That I can't do this. I've used this analogy a million times. I'll do it again. If they told me for whatever reason, hey Trav, if you want to work at 710, you can't wear yellow shirts. Okay, like I won't. But I like it. Okay, I'm not saying you can't wear. I'm saying you can't wear a yellow shirt here. That's weird, but okay, if that's the rules. I'm not going to joke about wearing yellow shirts. I'm not going to show up wearing yellow. It's like, that's the rule, and that people keep, everybody else can do it. It isn't everybody else.
No. It's also, I think there's a difference between a yellow shirt and gambling because there's an addictive quality to it. So it's like if you couldn't have coffee in the morning because coffee is an addictive substance that we need every day. And they said, you can't work at 710 if you can't have coffee every day.
Yeah.
You might slip up because it is an addictive
maybe
thing.
But it's if that's the rule, then I got to make a choice, and I'm not saying that it wouldn't be an easier or harder choice based on some sort of potentially addictive behavior. That's the rule. That's true. You can't play football here and gamble. You can't play baseball there and gamble.
Something should not be a question.
Yeah,
right.
This is what we have signed up for when every sports league is directly tied to this.
You mean like
to the daily fantasy, to all this stuff? Yeah, like the leagues are partners. Before it was like they kept it on the other side of the world, and now they're literally direct partners. I'm not saying that everybody that gambles is going to become a compulsive gambler. That obviously isn't true.
But you're playing with fire.
There's enough situations where it happens that you're going to get some of this.
I do think it's like at some point similar to smoking, where a lot of times like leagues were made with smoking ads. So I was watching a Billie Jean King documentary, and the only reason that her league was able to go, the all women's tennis league,
Virginia
Slims.
Yeah.
And obviously she was not a smoker, she couldn't smoke, but Virginia Slims was sponsoring it. It's as if a FanDuel sponsoring something.
You know what the top prize in NASCAR was forever?
Winston Cup.
Winston Cup.
Yes, cigarettes.
Yeah.
No.
They used to. This is crazy. I thought they were making this up, and I went and looked it up. They were not. They used to hand out free packs of cigarettes at races.
But smoking does not affect the outcome of games.
I understand.
Gambling does.
I understand. No, we're on the same page on that one. Who's Hot, Who's Cold is brought to you by NextGen, the official AC Heat Plumbing and Electrical Company of SoCal sports fans. Call 833-3-NEXTGen. That's 833-3-NEXGEN or nextgenaironplumbing.com.
I do like seeing those old NFL like pictures from back in the day when guys are sitting on the bench smoking a
Dude,
dart.
Jim Leland's in the dugout burning down heaters.
That cracks me up, yes.
And by the way, this isn't like in the 30s. This was when our lifetime.
Right. It just looks fun. Dude slumped over,
smoking in the dugout
in his locker with the pads on, smoking a cigarette.
All right, so
like I'm having a tough day.
If you're listening to us right now, if you're in front of your laptop, I'm going to ask you to do this, and I'll show this to you during the break. Google he was there for a long time. He was the manager of the Baltimore Orioles for 1 million years. His name was Earl Weaver. He was like 4'6" and just full of hate, and he was a lunatic. His whole thing, he would just constantly scream and yell. Look very carefully at Earl Weaver's uniform, right above like where, just to the one side, I don't know if it's on the left or the right, but just off to the center of the midline of his jersey is a little pouch that he would keep his cigarettes in. They built a built-in cigarette pouch in the man's uniform. This was like in the 80s. This wasn't in 1843 with three-finger or Haas face or whatever it is.
Wow.
This was Earl Weaver. Love it. The Dump coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th Annual Give Back Golf Classic, Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
Hey, it's Greg Bergman, and the Freeway Series is back again, and we're bringing the party to the San Gabriel Valley. Join me and the ESPN LA crew for a watch party at Clearman's Galley, located at 7215 North Rosemead Boulevard in San Gabriel on Wednesday, August 13th, starting at 6 p.m. Hang with me and the crew talking all things boys in blue, and enter for your chance to win Angels tickets and a whole lot more. So wear your gear and come party with us at the Freeway Series Watch Party, presented by Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, the official water of Major League Baseball.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, and I quote, "Inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them." End quote. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
It was today in 1974, DeMarco, that Nolan Ryan struck out 19 guys for the Angels. It broke Bob Feller's American League record and matched the then Major League record. Steve Carlton and Tom Seaver both had 19 strikeout games. Amazingly, two starts later, he did it again.
Wow.
19 more. So he struck out 38 guys in 2 starts.
Wow. When you watch him pitch, it's instant drama. You are riveted, and he never says a word. You know what I mean? It's just the way he looks on the mound.
He was like a genuine badass. Like he's kind of got like a John Wayne vibe to him.
Great point. Like Eastwood, John Wayne, same
Eastwood's
thing.
another one. Like I'm not pretending to be this. I am this.
I am this. Yes.
Yeah, I am here to mess you up. I'm not going to say a word. I'm not going to start anything, but I will finish all of it.
All of you. The man with no name except he has a name.
Yeah.
That's it. Who has that sort of presence now? I guess it would be Skeens.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess Skeens would be that guy.
Yeah, he didn't say anything.
Nothing. It's just coming right down Main Street.
Now, all he has to do is do it for another 26 seasons.
Good
and
luck.
He'll be right there on the level with Nolan Ryan.
Chew some Advil.
No kidding. Today in 1984, the Los Angeles Summer Olympics, the 23rd Olympiad, came to a close at the LA Coliseum.
That's what year?
84.
That was the Olympics. That was Carl Lewis.
Edwin Moses.
That was not FloJo.
No, not
that was
FloJo.
not FloJo. That was the other group.
Yeah.
That was Edwin Moses was my favorite athlete at one point.
Really?
He was, because he seemed like he never lost.
He didn't.
At all.
He really didn't.
Yeah, he was
but
that
it's
guy.
odd that you had like a hurdler of all things.
Well, he was on the cover of everything.
Yeah, he was.
Everybody was. And I did like what's his name? The other one.
Carl Lewis?
Carl Lewis.
Oh, Carl was amazing.
I did like Carl Lewis, but Edwin Moses wore the glasses. He just seemed like an everyman.
He wore the serial killer glasses.
Yes.
Like the ones
exactly.
that like you only see like John Wayne Gacy's gun like that. Yeah.
When you see Carl Lewis, like if you said he was fast, yeah, that looks like it. Edwin Moses, him? No. Right.
When we were living in Houston, the College Game Day came to the University of Houston to do game day. And, they always have a guest picker come out and do it. And Carl Lewis is a University of Houston alum. He was the celebrity picker of the day. So we went down there. My kids were little. Like, it was 5th grade, 3rd grade, and kindergarten. And Carl Lewis just kind of hanging around out by the set. And I'm like, you guys got to go get a picture with Carl Lewis. Like, I don't know who that is. I'm like, trust me. Go get a picture with Carl Lewis. He was great.
Just don't ask him to sing.
Yeah, not a great singer.
Was that the Mary Decker-Slaney Olympics
where
too?
she got
Zola Budd?
Yeah,
that's
she
the
got
same one.
Tripped in the middle of the race
Public
and went
enemy
down.
#1. She was barefoot runner. Yes,
Zola Budd was.
Zola Budd. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The 84 Olympics for people that are about my age or a little bit older, I would be really hard pressed to find anybody here that doesn't have fond memories of those.
Of course,
it was awesome.
It was
DeMarco.
everything. Yes,
I'm really looking forward to the Olympics being here in 3 years. I don't know if it's going to go off like it did in '84. I do know how much I enjoyed the Olympics last summer when they were in Paris. That was a lot of fun to watch. But when they were here last time, there was just excitement in the city. There was just a lot of fun stuff going on. All the events were being played at times where you could watch them live. There was no time issue to deal with any of it. Everybody in the weirdest coinky-dink in L.A., everybody kind of like stayed off the roads to the best they could.
Yeah.
There weren't those crazy traffic snarls.
Everybody's together on it.
Opening ceremonies, of course, Rayford Johnson lighting the torch. It was just everything about it just went off without a hitch. John Williams was conducting an orchestra in the Coliseum. It was just amazing.
Was it 84, 88, 92, 96,
Atlanta,
96. We stopped training camp to watch Michael Johnson run.
Oh, yeah.
We were all into
the gold shoes,
we
right?
We needed to see him run. We stopped training camp. We all went back to the TVs and watched him run and then went back out to
96 was the Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I also believe like Cheryl Miller's women's basketball was this time too.
Yep.
The WNBA had not been created yet, so she was still at USC playing. And they
That
played
sounds
the
right.
forum for the women's basketball in that tournament.
I got to go watch the American basketball team play, not in the gold medal match, but it was Jordan. It was Charles Barkley. I mean, it was
Did you realize what you were looking at?
No, not
Okay.
really.
Yeah.
Not really. The thing I have the most vivid memory about actually was going to Dodger Stadium. Baseball wasn't an official medal sport at the time. It was an exhibition sport. And the thinking was, well, you can't have it be a medal sport because the Americans will just dominate. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. So we had a bunch of college guys. Like Mark McGuire was on the team. I think not Will Clark. Anyway, Mark McGuire was the big star of this team. At SC, local guy, all this stuff. And Rod Dato, the baseball coach, had won 11 national championships at SC. He was coaching the team. It was really great. Went to Dodger Stadium to watch them play Japan in the final game. Japan tore them apart, like to the point of this is embarrassing. We could look it up easily enough. My memory, it was like 15-4, something. And these Japanese guys didn't know a single one of these guys hitting bombs into the upper tank of Dodger Stadium, just like they were lighting everybody up. I'm like, well, we can't lose at baseball. We're Americans. I'm like, oh yes, we can. Those guys are kicking your butt. It was awesome. This is stupid. In 1990, the longest baseball rain delay in Major League history, as the Rangers and White Sox waited around for. What do you think the longest rain delay in big league history is?
4 hours.
Okay, I would have guessed about the same.
Okay.
And that's twice as long as it should have been. 7 hours and 23 minutes.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing here? Really?
Hey,
They
guys,
came back out and played?
It's been raining 2 hours. We're done. Everybody go home. We'll see you tomorrow. 7 hours and 23 minutes.
What time did that game resume?
Okay, let's do the math. Let's assume this was a night game. I don't know if it is.
I would think maybe a day because of Chicago. Did the
Well,
White Sox have?
It's the White Sox, though. They had lights. They had lights at Comiskey Park. So let's assume it's a night game. Let's assume it's a 7 p.m. start. Okay? Let's assume that the game didn't even start on time, but we just started in a delay. 7 hours from 7 o'clock is 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Okay, so it's 2:30 in the morning before the first pitch is thrown. add a 3-hour game onto that. It's 5:30 in the morning when the game is.
What are we doing? Why do you have to get this in?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. How do you there's no one there watching the game, right?
What's the longest
rain delay?
I've never sat. The only rain delay I ever sat through in my life. First of all, I live in LA. There are no rain delays.
Yes.
Number two, when I went to the College World Series to go watch the Gauchos play, there was a rain delay at the end of the 5th inning. They're playing Miami, and it was about 90 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And I wasn't leaving because I was in Omaha. There's nowhere else to go. I wanted to see my team play. But after about an hour, you're like, come on, man. Let's get this thing going.
I think the longest I waited was 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's half the game.
It's kind of fun, though. It was my first.
You can have a few beers.
Yeah,
and
hanging
do all
out.
that.
It turned into a nice little club.
How late into an extra inning game? Not with the way the rules are now, you don't get long ones. But under the old rules, how long would you stay before you're like, I'm leaving?
Till I quit?
So I'm going home. It's late enough. I'm out of here.
If you're out of pitchers and you guys just refuse to end this thing, I'll give you 2 more. That's it.
To the 11th inning?
That's all. I'll give you 2 innings.
That I will at the end of the 11th inning. I'm leaving.
Right.
I'll give you 2. What's happening? That's enough.
Yes.
Super Crosstalk coming up next.
Mason and Ireland.
Can you do a cartwheel, John, if you were pressed?
I used to be able to, but I haven't done it in so long.
I've not done a cartwheel in a really long time. I'm sure I can.
The biggest show on the radio, weekdays at noon.
On 710 ES.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy, spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-419-2387. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-419-2387. 800-419-2387. 800-419-2387.
Craving that beach vibe? There's an Islands restaurant near you with all your favorites. Crafting your perfect Islands moments with classic burgers, fresh cut fries, local brews, and never-ending summer drinks. Visit your local Islands restaurant.
Looking for an easy way to save energy and earn money? With Clean Power Alliance's Power Response Home program, you can do both. Simply reduce your electricity use with small actions, such as unplugging appliances or air drying laundry during times of high energy demand. You could earn $20 just for signing up. Power Response. Great for your wallet and for the planet. Get paid to power down today at cleanpoweralliance.org/home.
Rams fans, the 2025 Rams regular season is right around the corner. Don't miss any regular season home games this year with marquee matchups against the 49ers, Lions, Texans, Buccaneers, and more for only $97 per game. In addition, get home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2025. Again, that is therams.com/2025. Secure your season tickets and see you at the Rams house.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
You know what that means. He's back from his vacation. How are you, Mace? Good to see you.
I'm good. Oh, there we go. That one will work.
You got double mic now.
How
There you
what? Oh, you turned them both
Now you're
on.
both
There
on.
you go.
Yeah. Now they're both
Hello?
on again.
Hello? Yeah, no, I took my mom and Leo up to San Francisco.
The other one.
What are Jorge, you just messing with me? You're just messing with
It's like
me.
a show. It's like three-card Monty
Like
with
a press
microphones.
conference. You got all kinds of mics in front of you now.
I think there you go.
There you
now
go.
we got
Now
it.
we're
Now
good.
we got
Okay,
it.
now don't touch anything else. So I took my mom. We got her a trip to San Francisco for her birthday. So
Nice.
we went up there, took her around as tour guide. She rode on a cable car,
Oh, nice.
which was fantastic. We ate at one of my favorite restaurants
Oh.
called Tadich up there. Do you know the restaurant?
Is that the
Tadich?
Italian place?
No, Tadich is like the oldest continuously operated restaurant in California.
Really?
It's been open since 1849.
Wow.
Yeah, so and
The
delicious food.
prospectors were eating in there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Musso and Frank. It's
Oh,
got
yeah.
sort of that old school vibe to it, but
Yeah.
I thought just a terrific weekend up there.
Have you been to Musso and Frank?
No.
Ireland. Have you been to Musso and Frank?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's a classic.
It is.
It's great.
I've only been once, and maybe I need to go again because I really wanted to like it.
All right.
And it missed me.
Oh, really?
In what
Yeah.
way? What did you order?
The service wasn't
Yeah,
good.
the service wasn't
Well,
good.
the bit there is that the servers don't take any crap from anybody.
But it wasn't that.
You know?
Like I understand what you're saying, but this was just like they would just disappear for long stretches of time. There was
okay.
nobody
Yeah, no,
around.
that's
It-
not good.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
food was fine.
Yeah.
but and I love the old kind of LA haunt. But I maybe I need to try it.
Yeah, you should probably try it again. It's kind of a classic.
Nice.
Kind of a classic. Ireland, what's going on up there?
It's heating up.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to be 93 today.
Ooh.
I played golf this morning, and we got up there early, so that helped. But when we teed off, it was 60, and when we finished, it was 83.
Oh, God.
Did
it's
you have
starting
your
to heat
giant crew come through yet, or is that still coming?
They're all here right now.
All
They're
right.
here
There you go.
Right now.
Are they listening to the show? Are they excited to hear what's going on in the world of Mason and Ireland?
Absolutely not.
Not surprised. Not
Yeah,
surprised.
What happens here is once you get here, you're outside from the minute you wake up until the minute you go home.
That sounds nice.
And the 3 hours I spend with you guys is about the only time anybody is inside for more than 15 minutes.
All right.
Cool.
So what else did you do, Mace?
Let me see. You went to Tadich. Well, went to Fisherman's Wharf. Ate at a great restaurant called Skoma's down there, which
Okay.
is sort of a legendary, a little off the beaten path place. It's not that much off the
Did
beaten
you get
path.
an
a little
Irish
bit.
coffee at the Buena Vista?
Got an Irish coffee at the Buena Vista down there at the wharf. Absolutely. I learned that it's not pronounced Ghirardelli. It's pronounced Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli.
Yes.
Ghirardelli.
Yeah.
I always, for years, I've said Ghirardelli.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
Mace,
Ghirardelli.
here's the big question.
Yes.
Since, and you and I have had this conversation before, but it's fluid.
Yeah, right.
The last time I was up there for Lakers Warriors, the city looked like a war zone. Everything boarded up, homeless people all over the streets, no police anywhere to be found. Did you encounter any of that on this trip?
Spotless.
Really?
We took my mom to shop at Macy's in Union Square. We took her to Neiman Marcus in Union Square.
Whoa.
We took her to Cartier in Union Square.
Cartier?
Union
Wow.
Square. Well, we didn't buy
Stepping
anything.
it up.
I was just
But you
about
wanted
to
to
buy
look.
anything?
My next
Oh,
question was,
okay.
what did
Okay.
you get at
Hang on,
Cartier?
look at this.
Yeah.
But no, Union Square was
that's
was
good.
absolutely spotless. There was the occasional homeless person,
Yeah.
but I think that's kind of
That's
any
big
major
city.
city in the world. But
I-
it was not a sea of tents and whatnot, Ireland.
I don't think I've ever been on a cable car.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I've been to San Francisco a million times, but I
Something
don't
you
think I've
should
ever
do.
gotten on a
At
cable
least
car.
once. Yes.
Heavily overrated.
Is
Oh,
it? Yeah.
stop
I'll
it.
be honest, Ireland. I've seen the cable cars go by, and I never thought, you know what? I need to jump on that
I
thing.
was more excited, and Mace, you tell me which one you would be more
Okay.
excited to show off since you've done both in recent weeks.
Yes.
I was more excited to ride in a Waymo than I was to ride on a cable car.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
probably first Waymo is exciting. We
A
rode,
driverless
we
car?
took Waymos around up there and took the cable car, so they're not
Nice.
mutually exclusive. The cable car to me was all right.
That's
I mean,
kind
it's
of
just
something you can do.
kitschy, right?
But
I mean,
wait.
it's the novelty.
Yeah,
of
It
it
is
all.
the novelty.
Why do
Yeah.
you go to restaurants? I mean, to these special restaurants? Do you
Why
go for the
not?
food or just to say you've done it?
A little bit of both,
Yeah.
depending on what I'm going for. Like Musso and Frank, to go
Yeah.
kind of bring it full circle. I went to Musso and Frank because I had never been, and I
Yeah.
wanted to check the box.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
But the places I go at home, I go because I know I'm going to get something good.
But
there.
Musso, what's the other place you went to?
Tadich.
What did you have while you were there?
I had a New York.
You've had that before.
No,
many places.
I've had that many places.
Same thing, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to the restaurant just to check the joint out.
Yeah.
Let's say I
Right.
ate here.
Sure.
Same with a cable
Cable
car.
car?
Just do it one time.
Just
so
to
you
check that box.
You
So
can check
my-
the box.
So
yeah.
my
Can I-
mom
can I
described-
ask DeMarco a
let
question?
me
Or
just
go ahead,
real quick
Mason.
answer
Yeah.
this.
Sorry.
My mom described the cable car as barbaric.
What?
Now, what word do you think she meant? It took us a while to figure it out.
Barbaric?
She said, "This is barbaric."
I'm going like bombardment.
Bombastic?
Don't think a letter.
Not alliterative.
Not alliterative.
Okay.
It's like, what word was she trying?
Was she trying to
say?
describe like a rough ride?
She was trying. The word we finally figured out was primitive.
Primitive.
But she called it
Barbaric.
barbaric. We tried everything.
She
we
wasn't
tried
far off.
antique. We tried.
That's great.
Okay,
rustic,
I get it.
primitive.
I get it. Yeah.
Yes. You're
yeah.
not old. You're barbaric.
What do you want to ask DeMarco, Ireland?
Okay, so you guys were talking about Travis Hunter.
Yes.
And DeMarco, you are discouraging Travis Hunter from playing both ways.
No, I want to see him try. I just think it's impossible, John.
Okay. So when I was covering UCLA, when Jim Mora was the coach, maybe 10 years ago, they had this guy, Miles Jack.
Oh, yeah.
And Miles Jack was the best defensive player on the team. And somebody figured out very early on that no one could tackle him when he played running back. He was in their goal line package, and every time UCLA got inside the 10, they gave it to Miles Jack, and like 4 guys couldn't bring him down. So he got to the NFL, and they put him in some packages, but not all of them. I would be encouraging the Jaguars to use Travis Hunter both ways.
There's been two-way guys, and I said they're usually linebacker, fullback, short yardage type. It's not short yardage. You're asking him to take it from 20 to 20 and score with it, and then after kickoff,
Deion did that.
Not
But he
all
didn't
the time.
play a ton of
not
snaps
consistent.
on offense.
Then after you drive it, like let's say Miles Jack, and he's a true tailback. You give it to him 10 times on the drive, he scores. Then after kickoff, you ask him to go back out and play linebacker for the entire game.
Right.
You wouldn't have anything left.
Well, he did it, and he was really good at it.
At
and it
the
got
Bruins,
him into,
yeah.
It got him into the NFL.
True.
And I think almost like with Shohei, and I know the comparison isn't fair because Shohei's like great at both things, and Travis Hunter's really good at both things, but probably not Shohei-esque. But I remember when Shohei got to the Angels, and Joe Madden came out right away and said, everybody's going to try and discourage me from playing this guy both ways. Let me tell you right now, he's playing both ways, and don't even ask me about it because I think it's stupid to hold him back. And I think it's stupid to hold Travis Hunter back.
Yeah, I mean, but is somebody, I mean,
Until you lose him.
You're discouraging it. I don't know that anybody in Jacksonville is saying, yeah, let's not do it. Everybody seems all in on
They're
this
going to
thing.
do it.
I think
the question is, how effective is it going to be?
Okay, so I told Travis this. So he's got to play the Steelers. Think about this. So on one end, you want him to guard DK Metcalf.
Okay.
And then after that, go beat Jalen Ramsey. And be good at both. That's impossible.
But here's the thing. I don't think he's going to be out there for every offensive snap. I think you maybe play him 10 to 15 offensive plays, use him as a weapon, and then play him all the defensive
So
plays.
you use him more
as a gadget on offense.
as a defensive guy and a gadget
That's
on
the way you
offense.
should
Does
use
that
it.
make sense?
Let him be a
Yeah,
corner
but
and spot duty offense.
That's not a two-way guy as I see it. That is a guy
If he
that
plays 15 plays, Trav?
I think it has to be a little bit more. I think what it has to be to me, John, it doesn't have to be every snap on offense and every snap on defense. It has to be an equal number of snaps at both places or close enough.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's playing 75 snaps on defense and 12 on offense,
That's not two-way.
I don't think that's a two-way guy. That's a useful guy. It's super interesting.
But you're saying he's more like Taysom Hill at
It's
that
more
point.
like a Taysom Hill. It's more like a Dion. It's one of those where we can put you in a very specific sense, but we're not using you in our regular offense or our regular defense.
A consistent
put him out
two-way
there
guy,
for-
there's no way. You wouldn't make it.
I think if you put him out there for 50, how many plays are in a game, DeMarco? Around 90?
It depends. I mean, between 50 and 75.
All right,
75 is very high.
Okay, so let's say it's 70. So if it's 70, 35 of those we'll just assume are on offense and 35 are on defense. There's some special teams worked in there too, but let's say 35 offense, 35 defense. If he plays 35 defense and 15 offense, that's 50 of the 70 plays. Trav, that's a two-way guy.
Okay. Yeah, in that
when you frame
scenario,
it that way, yeah, that makes
I would
sense.
agree with you there. I think to kind of bring it back to Otani, the same thing would have to happen for him. The reason that Joe Madden was able to say, don't ask me about this, and no one ever asked him about it, because Otani showed up and did both.
Yeah.
Bang, done.
Right.
Like there was no, hey, he's getting lit up on the mound, or hey, he's gone 2 weeks without hitting a home run. He showed up and he was Shohei Ohtani almost from the moment he got here once the regular season started. So there was proof and concept from the jump. If Travis Hunter shows up and let's say, John, in your scenario, he's doing 35 and 15.
Right.
But
50 of 70 plays to me is a two-way guy.
I'm with you. But let's say the 35 plays on defense, he's getting burned a few times, or he has a drop.
Coming.
He has a drop or two on offense on those 15 plays. Then it's hey, we got to pick one or the other here because he's not giving us what we need at either spot as the number 2 overall pick should be. He's got to thrive from the jump.
But Jacksonville's position seems to be step right up and see the amazing guy who plays both ways.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sort of their approach, and he's a star, and they're going to kind of build on that stardom. He is unique. But the effectiveness on each side of the ball, I don't know. But you guys all seem to think more on defense than on offense.
Yeah, I think he's a better corner. Well,
for whatever this is worth, here just the first game of the preseason on Saturday for Jacksonville, he played more offense than he did defense. He played 12 plays on offense, he played 8 on defense.
I think against him going against top flight corners, it's not going to look the same as it did in college.
Yeah.
But at corner, I think he can hang with him, especially if you don't play offense on a consistent level. Because that would be crazy. You're going to put him out there against Jefferson after playing an entire series on offense.
Yeah.
How do you think Jefferson's going to look at that? You ain't covering me.
No.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but again, the other side is nobody covers him anyway.
Right.
Like,
but you're damn sure not going to do it when you're tired.
If it's Justin Jefferson that torches him, I could kind of go, okay.
Right.
If it's someone else,
then and their strategy, if he's out there, I'm going to run him off. I'm going to make him run.
Yeah.
I'm going to make him tackle.
If Ben Skoranek lights him up, then we're having a different conversation.
That's still around?
I'm just thinking of a maybe not a normal 3 guy.
I wonder what happened to Ben Skoranek.
He's still around.
He could do everything. He was like a utility knife, right?
Yes,
he could do
Swiss Army knife.
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
He actually thought he was Puka Nakua.
Really?
It turns out he was wrong.
Yeah, a little short of that.
But I'll say this: if Ben Skoranek could catch, he might have been.
Do you have bad hands?
He dropped a few.
Okay.
Yeah, if he could catch, I'm telling you.
So, John, you obviously heard the part where DeMarco and I were talking about Travis Hunter. Did you hear where we kind of got into me trying to fix the Colorado Rockies?
No. What's your first move if I put you in charge of the Rockies?
Okay. So the Rockies have been basically bad forever, right?
Right. Yep. Ever since Todd Helton and Vinny Castilla and Dante Bichette.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they have a 10-15 year stretch of ineptitude, trying to do it the traditional way, right? I'm not saying that you go find a bunch of Shohei Otanis. Obviously, that's not an option. But what if you tried to find a bunch of guys that could be two-way guys that were not like Shohei Ohtani's an A-plus pitcher. He's an A-plus hitter. But what if you had 10 guys on your roster that were C-level major league pitchers and C-level position players? Because what that gives you is essentially like a 32, 33-man roster. You only get your 25 guys, but you have 10 guys that can do 2 things.
But
I don't hate it.
None of them are very good at the
things. But they're already terrible.
All right.
They're already terrible.
It reminds Trav, I don't hate it, but it kind of reminds me of when Sam Hinkie did The Process in Philadelphia.
Okay.
And if you try and game the system, which is what you're trying to do.
A little bit.
It rarely works. It's when you start thinking that you're smarter than everyone else in the sport, it rarely works. Now, Billy Beane did it. When he went to Moneyball, and now everybody plays Moneyball,
does
so
Moneyball.
You could be on to something.
So, but if the Rockies had been bad for 5 years, 8 years, it's like, okay, let's keep trying. They have 20 years of this not working.
Right.
So what's the harm in trying this for 5 or 8 years and saying, okay, this doesn't work
think
either?
About this. You're saying on the offensive side or in the lineup side, you might get a little worse at each position, right?
Margin, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And on the pitching side, you might be a little worse at every spot.
Well, okay, but see,
C-level pitcher. That means you're worse at all 25 spots.
But I have to use them slightly less because I'm still going to have just pitchers.
Right.
I'm still going to have just position players. It's not everybody's going to be a two-way guy.
Yeah.
But in other words, I already have some D-level talent on this team anyway.
Right.
Trying to my very best to find. So if I get D-level guys, even if it's D-level guys that are two-way guys, I can at least on any given day have a few more options available to me.
I don't hate it, but I think you need to. I wouldn't love their chances in a playoff series when like Madison Bumgarner is going to pitch 3 times in a 7-game series kind of thing.
You'd basically be doing a bullpen game every night. Every night. Because I got
like the Dodgers in the postseason last year.
Now I have a 20-man pitching staff.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah, it's unique. Hey, by the way, so before you go, Trav, you and Mace both have consistently said your level of worry with the Dodgers is a 0. Both of you, 0. Now the lead is 1. Tonight they could get caught.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still 0 for both of you guys?
Not for me, it's not.
And not for me, it's not.
Yeah.
You guys are both now. You're raising one eyebrow.
Yeah, there are definitely issues now in terms of the offense sputtering, outfield. I don't know if you don't get by with Conforto. I don't know Alex Call. We don't know.
Really
their bullpen is super. There are a lot of things that I think are wrong with this team. There's also just a general lackadaisical sort of unengaged.
Yeah, that's Mace. That's what I want to talk about on our show.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be. Michael had a great line very early in my tenure with him. He said, "Ireland, the Lakers are not playing with enough of the E word." And I went, "What?" And he goes, urgency.
Wow.
I don't think the Dodgers are playing with any urgency. We'll get into it.
I will let you guys get into it. I will just, because I was telling him this earlier today. What you're going to discuss on your show is the thing that concerns me the most.
Mm-hmm.
That it's not necessarily that Trinan's giving up home runs. It's not necessarily that Mookie's having a bad year, although he's been a little better lately. It is the E word that seems to be the part that is elusive for them at the moment.
No question.
We'll leave it for you guys. Super Crosstalk coming up. No more until tomorrow. We'll see you then.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in